I've got 25 North American players on my list.
Wow. How American of you, man.
All right.
Thank you.
I think we're good. I think we did it. So, guys, welcome to probably the most important ranking stream, top 25 ranking stream we've ever done. The Cap has taken a back seat in this one because he doesn't want to rank himself and his former teammates, which is totally understandable. But we are going to do just that. We're going to rank our top 25 greatest of all time Rocket League players. And we probably have all got different criteria. We didn't discuss this in any way. We didn't discuss the criteria at all. But I feel like that might be a good place to start. So maybe start with T-Bits. What sort of like criteria have you got when you're thinking of greatest Rocket League players of all time?
That's a great question, JB. Listen, you're really good at this. First is consistency over a long period of time. Longevity.
Mm-hmm.
Longevity
that
first.
Matters. That matters a lot. Because some people, they have high peaks very quickly. Mm-hmm. After they fall off the side of a cliff, you're like, where'd they go? What happened to them? You can't be greatest of all time if you don't have a little bit of longevity in you. Number two, then I factor in number 2 and 3, I guess, are kind of like the same. No, number 2 would be in my head. Number 2 would be them winning, actually being able to win. Winning matters just as much on World Championships, majors, dream hacks, E-Leagues. I didn't count the Universal Open 2v2s. Didn't count those. I did count EWC. Even a little bit of maybe even a FIFA E in there potentially. And then 3, just Mike, how good you are in comparison to the rest of the competition. Are you the third best player on your team winning, or are you the best in the game? Are you top 5? Are you top 3 at the time? How long were you top 5, top 3 at the time? Those are the 3 metrics that I really focused in and honed on to create my top 25 list. And I think that, I hope that people understand my decisions.
I like it. I think that sounds pretty good. Dazrin, what do you think about T-Bate's criteria?
I think it's good. Mine's is actually pretty similar, and it was crazy. I didn't talk to him about it, but same thing. Biggest thing for me was longevity. Thought longevity was very important. How long have you been good for how long, or like for that period of time? But I didn't factor just wins. I factor results. So that's like finals appearances, things about that nature. And then I also kind of went down the line, non-RLCS events, pre-RLCS events for some players. And just taking in certain tournaments and how players had impact for a long period of time. And then, I would say like the last thing, kind of like impact there, but it's like in descending order: longevity, results. And then if I needed to like move a player in between the list, it was just whether or not like them as an individual, how did they stack up like as an individual player? So yeah, it's kind of similar in a way.
CJ, anything you want to add?
I'm already having regrets. I've just messaged the editor to change some things. This is tough. It's really tough because, again, like longevity is huge. And
oh my gosh,
I'm already having a lot of regrets, actually. I finalized this list 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, so you probably you wish you had a bit more longevity in making the list.
Yeah, again, this is so this is great, and this is probably going to be our most debated, most contested, contentious list yet, because there's no real, there are criteria, but as you said, Johnny, you're giving your own criteria, and there's no real way to, compare different eras and stuff. This is, as we were saying off stream, this is like Jordan versus LeBron. This is just, there's never going to be a correct answer, but I think I'm going to be the most correct today, so... looking forward to it, and can't wait.
I like it all. I mean, it all sounds pretty good. As for like my events, I considered honestly pretty much anything. But like what I did is I made like a tier list of events. So the most important events are obviously the current World Championships. Then the next ones down from that is like current majors and previous to Open Era Worlds. And then you've got, your esports World Cups, your Dream Hacks and all them. You keep going down the list. You've got like, regional champs. Does it matter when you win? How many of them has Atomic and Vatira won? I can't remember, probably, but like a lesser amount than a world. So that's kind of where I'm going with it, is like ranking events by different level of importance and who did well at those events. And I actually agree with T-Bates. It's like who did well on a specific team. If a team, wins, I don't think all 3 players get the same like GOAT points, if you want to call it that, for that win.
Yeah.
You've got to look at the stats. You've got to look at who's actually doing the lion's share of the work to see who deserves the most points, in my opinion. But okay, that brings us to, before we can get started with number 25, honourable mentions. Does anyone have any honourable mentions they would like to bring up? Now's the time. I know sometimes people like to leave these off because it's sometimes better not to talk about them and just hope nobody noticed you left a player off your list. But I don't think that's appropriate today. So CJ.
Okay. Oh,
He had his hand up, sorry.
I didn't see the hand.
Sorry, my hand was up. Just before we get into honorable mentions as well.
Okay.
I did learn the other day that Johnny, like this algorithm, like this Johnny Boy _ AI method of doing the list. And once I heard that, I was pretty sure or locked in that my own method would be purely on vibes rather than stats. Because he's got all these numbers and algorithms, and this tournament weighs this tournament weighs that. I said, that's bullshit. I'm just going to go pure vibes. So I'm trying to be the anti-Johnny Boy here. But yeah, honorable mentions. Can I start?
Yeah.
I'd like to throw an honorable mention here to my GOAT of the APAC region, Realize, as an honorable mention. Because although, you can look at results and stuff, but I really value a guy that genuinely lifted a region on his own shoulders. It's before before they were even in the RLCS. This guy was the absolute king. So that's a vibe, honorable mention. And I actually had him, wanted to put him in, but then as you kind of do the list, it's like, oh, but this guy's won 2 world championships and I do love Realize. So then it gets tough, but yeah, I'll go Realize at 2026.
All right, Dazzer, you got any HMs you want to mention?
Yeah, I'm throwing Yan in there. Yan was really hard. I wanted to sneak Yan in there so bad, but I think based on the criteria and where I was ranking everything, I couldn't put him in there, but still such a great player. And I think his impact and how he's gotten all these eyes kind of watching Sam and how we watch him every single event he plays in cannot be understated. So I really that one was one of my hardest ones that I wanted to put him on there, but I couldn't. So I gotta shout out, yeah.
All right, Bates.
All right, listen, CJ's going to feel good, Realize. Listen, there's a difference between being one of the greatest of all time and being a very influential player and person who has put their region onto the scene.
You hating on Realize already?
No. I'm just letting you know that. Listen, Realize. Listen, I love him. I respect him. He's not a top 25 player, and he's of all time, I should say. In terms for me, I got a good honorable mention right here. I just have to say First Killer honorable mention of pure talent alone, but he just can't. He hasn't won. He hasn't won anything, so he can't make it. No matter how good he is, he's got to get the job done somewhere. Somewhere he has to win, and he hasn't gotten the job done. I know the talent's there, FK, but when I was making my list, I had you, but then I was like, I can't have you. And then I was like, it upset me a little bit, but it's fine. No FK. No FK in the list. I'm taking this list 100% serious.
All right, I respect that. I'm gonna throw 2 honorable mentions in. I'm limiting myself to 2 because honestly, you could have 10 honorable mentions here. There's so many great players, but not enough spaces in a top 25. But I want to say honorable mention number 1 is Itachi, who I actually did have in my list at one point, but then I remembered a couple of other things I wanted to consider, and he just fell out of it. So I'm saying Itachi, HM, and another honorable mention, which I also had. These are the 2 guys who I had in my list, and I sent the list, and then I redid it, and they both were replaced, and it's Chicago. So it's actually in Chicago, not in the top 25, but I think they deserve a mention. They both won majors. It's actually won 2 of them. Chicago got second in Worlds. But that's just to kind of show how stacked this list is.
It's stacked, man. It's stacked.
Unbelievably stacked. And you guys might not like those HMs right now. I think you're going to be okay with them when you see who's in number 21 through 25. At least I hope. We'll see. But that's my HMs. Any other HMs, or are we jumping in here?
Man, I think I can't. I think the more HMs you say, then the people start getting angry. So I think we'll just leave them.
Listen.
You gotta give some surprise.
That's okay. This is the stream to make people angry, though. This is the one.
No. Let me look at the camera. Let me look at the camera. Let me be clear. Chat.
Okay.
I'm gonna preface this stream by saying this list is very hard to do.
It's very hard.
And so if
It
you
is.
ever have a comment about this, or listen, other lists, listen, you can make your comments, man. We have a little more fun. Yeah. This list is impossible. It felt
It's
like.
pretty hard.
So if you feel like if we're missing some people, you better tweet at us with your list. We better see it on Reddit, what your list looks like, because this is about to get real. Now, already I'm seeing Alpha Kappa doing his nonsense. Yap. Kappa, you got some numbers? Let's see your top 25 then, man. It's easy to go in there in the chat and say, hey. It's different when you actually got to go there and make the list, Cap. So how about you do that?
This one's
I'm not
this one's
talking about you.
impossible.
It's everybody.
This one was the hardest one.
You
by far.
actually
Pretty
do a
hard,
top
yeah.
25 though. I recommend everyone because there's so many players that you go, oh, he's in there, but probably just like a bit further down. And then you keep doing that, and all of a sudden you've got like 43 players in a top 25. So it is tough, but at the same look, we're putting our necks out there as well. So please have a crack at us because we are doing
go
this,
for it.
and if we do, please flame us if we do get something wrong, but also do your own list.
It's tough, man.
Let's do it.
All right, let's jump in and hope this works because wait, I need to check if OBS works here. Number 25 across the board. Looks like it did work.
Oh,
Nice.
Now we're talking.
You literally just changed your list. So show me the original one.
What do you mean?
You didn't have torsos on there 10 minutes ago.
How do you know?
Because we talked about longevity, and then you all of a sudden you freaked out.
I did.
Yo, show me the real list.
Oh my days.
And then, listen.
Show me the real list.
Big T was my honorable mention, and then you said longevity, and I said this man has been here since 2016, and he's still at Worlds at 2025.
Yep.
I don't think any other player in the world could have played in OCE for 9 years, regardless of how good you are, and still be making Worlds and still be competing at the highest level, still have the motivation, the grind. This guy is the longevity king. He's the only original. Like he's the longest standing. Everyone else has fallen off the perch, and Big T stands tall in OCE of all places, in the most isolated region in the world. He's still making Worlds, and he's getting top 6. I mean,
And he's
come on.
not. And look, I'm already saying the hate in the chat. You don't know ball because Torsos hasn't even been like a bad player. He's always been on one of the best teams coming out of OCE, and he's shown up. And then again, you talk about the top 6 recently at the event, like at the recent World Championship, and for him to be able to have that career for as long as possible and win so much in OCE, I mean, that's got to get due respect.
That's great. That's fantastic. And listen, that's why, chat, I specifically said, when you talk about real life, I knew the Torsos pick was coming. I knew it was coming for CJ. I knew it was coming. I could see it through his eyes. That's why I said that. There's a difference between being the greatest of all time and then being somebody who's heavily influential for a region. And Torsos picks that
top
category.
4 in 2018.
Listen,
and top 6 in
Torsos has
2025.
no results to
This guy's the
justify
faker of
him being
Rocket
a
League.
top 25 player of all time. He also has, and listen, you're gonna make me handle. You're gonna make me bring up non-positivity about Torsos. All that man does is smile to me. He has no results to justify this placement of top 25, and he also does not have. He's never been in the conversation of best in the world. That's never happened, not once. So he misses 2 of the key categorizations. Now you want to talk about the OCE GOAT? Sure, he can be the OCE GOAT. That's fine. I'm letting you know right now, OCE GOAT doesn't make top 25 in this list. Not top 25 all time, at least not right now. CJ and DeMar DeBabber.
Okay, so I understand a couple of other categories, maybe results and stuff compared to other people on the list, but he's number 1 in longevity. So that's why he's at 25. He had the results as well.
And longevity, like I said, that was real big for me.
To be fair, you're cherry picking your argument though, because he is longevity because he's playing in your region, CJ, which is a little bit easier than the rest
I
of the
challenge
regions in the
anyone
world.
else to play for 10 years in this region of all places.
Honestly, that's
It is an
real.
absolute
That's
hellhole
real.
down here,
And
mate.
make
It's a
the
hellhole.
events
I don't know how
just
we do
like
it.
he did.
It's the worst ranked scene in the world. I don't know how he still jumps on the game and it's 120 hours past 2 for 10 years straight. It is ridiculous. I might put him higher. Where's the editor? Hang on.
I'm gonna put That's so funny. I didn't put Torso on my list because he's had the longevity and he's obviously like the OCE GOAT, but I wanted to see at least one, I don't know, just a couple more rounds, like just making it into like a serious, like a final or something of a big event. Would have pushed it over the line for me, but yeah, he's just missing the I don't know, the one result that you can say there it is.
One
that
but
combined
like,
with his
even-
longevity would be like, yeah, He's in a world
Dude,
like
but
this.
But
top
playing
four,
playing
bro.
RLCS for this long and then having
And
the
still
result he
making
did
worlds, still
at
getting
the
top six,
last
not
World
just
top
playing.
at top 6 at the last World
That's
Championship.
great, man. That's fantastic. I mean, listen, he had a good result. That's the best result he's had since I was a sophomore in college. You know how long ago that was? 7 years ago, bro. So we got to be real.
But no
man.
one
We
else
gotta
is
be
gonna
real.
do that.
Yeah, because they don't play an OCE, bro. Like, let's look at this full circle now. Let's look at it in
But
totality.
that doesn't take away from his international success that he just had.
He has the first time he's had international success in 7 years.
That's exactly.
we're
Number one in
counting
longevity.
Some people
Number
on
one
this
in
list don't even
longevity.
play 7 years or
And we're
half of
counting
7 years.
success as being top 6. Is that success? That's the success for him. But if we're talking about top 25, that's not success. So no, he can't
So
be
maybe
on the list.
longevity doesn't really matter for your list then. And that's what I'm kind of
Longevity doesn't
noticing.
matter.
Because he's got first killer as an honorable mention. He's not even on the list, so longevity doesn't matter. It's all about results. He's just a results bait.
Yep,
Tyler
that's what
result.
it is.
I think
All right,
I gotta say though,
Johnny.
I'm just saying I'm with Bates on this one because he's got the longevity. He's like maybe number one in that category, but he's missing like one of the other things. Either like was he ever in the best player in the world conversation? No. Like if anyone, it would have been Drippy who got the highest like peak from OCE. He was seriously being discussed as a top 10 player in the world, but Tarsos didn't have that, and then he also didn't have the results, the
And
international
Drip
results.
couldn't do it.
Oh,
Drip could
I
not keep
forgot about
playing
my
in this
fourth
region
thing,
for
too.
that long.
He just
Forgot
didn't.
about
He
my
had one out of
fourth
three. He didn't have the results or the. He was never in the conversation for best player in the world. So that he's missing just one thing. Either one of those would have probably done it.
I had my fourth aspect of I can't believe I forgot about this. I also take into account influence and impact on the game itself. So like what they did, they usually
impact.
kind of couples in with like
That's what I realize is there. Impact.
I'm not seeing actually a lot of Asia Pacific players play in RLCS. I'm actually seeing a lot of imports. But regardless, separate from that. It's separate from that. Separate from that.
Sorry.
Just what a region. Oh my! Are you just downplaying Realize's impact on APAC because there's
had a
now
great
imports? Is that what I just heard?
No, listen, we don't need to get. No, his impact's been great. But the way what you're talking about, I'm talking about impact in terms of just truly like you wanted to be him, stuff like that. Like you wanted to be this guy right here, Devo, 25. And that's why it's at there. One-time RLCS world champion. Back in RLCS season 3, ended up winning that for Northern Gaming. He was the best player in the game at the time. JP, do you agree?
He was, yeah, he was definitely the best player.
Exactly. I knew you would. He was the best player in the game at the time. He was arguably one of the best ones players at games at the time. Highest peak, double tap phenom back in the day. And I mean, he was just really sensational. And then unfortunately, after he won a season 3 world championship, he started to play Arc, and then
League
he
of
won't play
Legends.
Rocket League no more after that. He won't play Rocket League no more after that. And that's why he's at 25, because I believe is that if he kept grinding the game and stayed at his peak, he would have been able to contend against Turbo, K-Dop, and them boys for world championships, even despite the Dignitas Gale Force dynasty. I think he was that good, but didn't seem like he cared about the game.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda, T-Bates. That's all I hear about Devo.
Oh.
Flash in the pan. Flash in the pan. Great for one Worlds. Well done. One
He
Worlds.
did get second at Gamers 8 with
Pioneer-
the CRR.
Okay, that was the most
in
Mickey
CRR's
thing I've ever
backpack.
seen. That was like the CRR first color 1v1 Mickey Mouse land. What on earth happened in that crew battles?
I mean, but also you gotta think about impact though. Like in terms of like what Devo did, like so many people wanted to play like him. They all had his car. Like he really was the best in the game. He won the world championship. Like in terms of that time from about end of 2016 to what 2018, mid 2018.
End of 2016. Yeah.
In the 2016, yeah, he was, yeah. I remember there's a video on Johnny Boy's YouTube. You can go look it up because one of the first Johnny Boy videos I watched. Scrub Killer versus Devo with him and Shogun casting it. I think that was at the end of 2016 or the beginning of 2017. 1 to 2. You go look up. It's a great listen. It was a
End
great
of
one for
2016,
time.
yeah. It was right after
Exactly.
season 2 of RLCS. It was right after
Exactly. Exactly. And then Devo, I think he finished second. World's
did.
final. He lost to Cooks in season 2, right?
Cooks.
that. Yeah, he was
Lost to Flipside Texas. Yeah, about 2016,
Market
about
versus
midway
Flipside.
through 2018, Devo was him, and then he just wasn't grinding the game, and the impact he had on the game, like double taps, pushing the game forward.
I think Devo also he did hit the first relevant flip reset in RLCS online. He hit like one in season 4, if I recall, or was it season 3? I think it was season 4. He hit a flip reset pass, the legit flip reset pass. So the first like actual flip reset in RLCS. Season 3, was it? It could have been. Like he was way ahead of time. Yes, yeah. And that 1v1 that Bates is talking about, Devo hit a ceiling shot double tap, after season 2 of RLCS. He was crazy ahead of his time, so I respect it. I didn't expect
let's do
just
it.
quietly, didn't expect so many people to be just briefly to be hating on the gimmick pick. I thought I guess we do have a lot of newer viewers. Maybe they weren't around back in the season 6 and before days, but yeah, gimmick was one of the best offensive players in the game, and he was a critical part of a world championship winning team. So, and multiple like lands. I didn't really think that I need to defend that one, but yeah, gimmick. I think he deserves it.
Yeah, he won as much as Squishy outside of RLCSX.
Yeah, RLCSX it hurt Gimmick and Torment's legacies a bit because Squishy kept doing so well, but then Gimmick, outside of that, like before that, he was super up there with Squishy and Torment. Anyway,
Campson saying, Campson, get it together, buddy.
What did he say? We can't say that.
He said, Gimmick can't be better than Itachi all the time.
They're close. They're really close.
Tell me when Itachi's got a world championship.
He's got a couple of majors though. It's pretty fair.
Gimmick's got 5.
He's got 5.
All right, let's 24 it. This could go forever, so let's do it. I like the pace we're setting.
Yeah, it's really good pace so far. All right, there's the 24s. Okay, I'm with it. I think that they're all pretty respectable picks so far. Don't have any complaints with you guys.
I like the rise. I like the rise right there. That's nice. I like that. Chicago, Torment, Tommy at 24. Reed Curry makes the list at 24. I'm interested to see what CJ's cooked up.
Shall we keep going? It sounds like we're all quite happy with this. We do need to
I'm chilling with it.
We need some fastness. Yeah, for the listeners, I got Rise at 24, Kronovi for Bates, Chicago for CJ.
I feel like Kronovi, this is like, yeah, okay.
Kronovi's about to get that Bill Russell treatment, bro. No, he's about to get that Jerry West treatment, bro. And there's just no way I can't let that slide.
I mean, you got Mr. Rocket League at 24. You know, it's you got the mountain. No, it's.
We'll see.
He did own the game.
We'll see. All right.
We'll talk.
23, just for some comparison. Look at them, we're getting some repeat names already. I've got Torment. Daz has got him at 24. We got Rise at 23 instead of 24 from Bates. Gimmick is coming in at 23. Look at us go. The synergy.
Rado's got to be
Redosin at 23 is making me feel some kind of way, and it's a good way. What is going on here?
Why is that a problem? Everybody calm down. Is it what are we
Was he in your top 25 before you hit the floor pinch in Leon?
Wait, Tom, let me go look at his top 25 in Leon. Wait.
He might not be on there. He might not be on my top 25 in Leon.
He's not for top 25 in Leon?
Yeah, but you gotta understand, Rado was on a team that had a great peak, and he wasn't a slouch. And that's like, you gotta think about that run for Vitality for that stretch of time. He was a key part of it, and the reason I can say he was a key part of it is because they replaced him. He went to NIP, and then he outperformed him at the World Championship recently. Completely knocked out Zen, Monkey Moon, and Exotic. So I had to give him the edge there. I did. I had to include him because I got Zen on there on the list. I got Monkey Moon on the list.
So is Alpha 54 on your list?
I have Alpha 54 on my list.
Interesting.
Rados is a really hard one to rank. He's really hard because Zen kind of just ruined everything for everyone else in the game because he came into the scene and he was so obviously the best player and everybody thought he was the best player for a year, maybe more, and it ruined everything. It ruined his teammates and the perception of them, his opponents. Like, it's really hard to rank Radosin because Zen was so good. But I think you could justify it. The top 25 for
I like what Nickel said in chat. Being the worst player on the best team in the world gives you negative octaves, but it's actually such a big accomplishment. And it is. It's a massive accomplishment. But what DeMar's just done is just basically, if you're a basketball fan, he just Robert Horried Radosin. Radosin's just a good...
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Well, Robert Horry won a lot of championships. He played with like the best players of all time. He played with Kobe Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
He played with Tim Duncan.
Okay.
He played with Shaquille O'Neal. Like, he played with those people. He won a lot. He had a lot of championships. But he's also just a good player. That's why he's on those teams, because he's just a good player. Radoshi's just a good player. And saying that, though, he's not a top 25 player just because he's a good player. This is top 25. This is legitness. This is you. This is the GOATs.
Listen, you have to give him his respect, bro. I'm so tired of people not giving him his respect because they think his role is easy, bro. His role was not easy.
I'm sorry, is Draymond Green a top 25 basketball player of all time then?
Oh my God, bro.
No, he's not, is he? Thank you. Answer my question. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Stop. You can't compare it to basketball. There's more players. Well, that's great. That's a bad comparison.
I can't believe it. Like, I'm actually agreeing with Bates. I didn't put him in my top 25. Like I said, I didn't put Riddleson in my top 25 because he's too hard to rank his accomplishments. Before Zen and after Zen, he didn't do anything that would really like do anything to the Richter scale on the GOAT. Like
he just knocked Zen out of the World Championship.
The GOAT Richter scale, like it did this. It like moved a little bit when he knocked Zen out of the World Championship. It did that, but apart from that, he's done like hasn't had anything outside of Zen's teams. It did a little wiggle when he knocked Zen at the World Championship, but apart from that, before and after Zen, it's been flat. There's been nothing. Like, that thing's not detected any movement at all. On the GOAT Richter scale.
This is tough.
So
this is going to be a long...
I already know that. The Mar and CJ's list, I know are going to be suspect. I ain't going to lie, though. I ain't going to lie, though. The Tommy at 24s and 23s is interesting as well. I would expect him at least to be at 22. But I tell you this.
What do you mean at least at 22? That's like one up. At least at 22 is crazy. Oh, my bad.
23. Hold on, Matty. He ain't there, but 22. There, you're right there, baby.
Oh, my days.
I'll tell you this. I do love the Rise. Johnny, why do you have Rise on your list, man?
Why do I have him on my list? Because
why you got Rise on your list?
He's won a major. He's come second at like multiple other major level events. He, second at the LA Major, second at the Rotterdam Major, second at the Boston Major, second at the World Championship right after the Dusseldorf. He's made a lot of finals, which obviously he's not as good as winning, but it's still something. Making finals is important. It's hard to make finals. So,
multiple teams too.
Yeah, different teams. He goes to Romania, wins a regional against Falcons. Like that's a little bit of something. Not really too much, but it's still something. He's a lot of success, a lot of different teams, a lot of finals. So I think I had to put him in here. Why did you put him at 23, T-Bates? Maybe a bit too high for my liking. At 24, I could see, but I don't know about 23 though. No, I'm only joking. You see, Toby Torment at 23 is too low, so 22 would have been fine. So I'm just,
Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. Listen, I put Rise at 23 for all the reasons you just talked about, man. All the reasons you just talked about. I think he's been one of the best players since the open era has begun, and for some reason, these teams that he plays with, he keeps getting cut. Yeah,
is he getting cut or is he leaving? He left a lot.
I think he's getting cut. I think he's getting cut.
Well, I mean, he left Moist, and then he definitely left. I think he left BDS. I don't know. He left Moist because
Vatira left Moist.
Yeah, and then he was like, I'm out. Dip. He got a major final, left.
Oh, BDS, I think he left.
I think he left BDS as well. He's like, World's final, I'm out.
I think he got cut from K-Corp.
K-Corp, you think he got cut? Yeah, I think he did.
Which is actually crazy because K-Corp was one game off. They finished the same. They didn't even win a major. They won a major this year, of course. But they're one off. They're actually closer last. Wait, did they go to Game 7 this year against Falcons? They lost in Game 6. They lost in Game 6. Yeah, because they couldn't score the ball. But yeah, they lost to G2 in Game 7.
But they did have Drally though. I don't blame them for going for Drally because he was kind of ridiculous. Kind of the best player in the world at the time. But all right.
Woo! All right.
Let's move it. Let's keep going. All right, let's keep going. We've got some Alpha 54 synergies coming in. Also another French. I've got Fairy Peak. Farce Killer at 22 for Daz. You know what, guys? I think so far we're doing pretty well. I don't mind this at all. I think they're all very respectable. So good job.
22. Yep. Yeah, people. I think people forget that. Bates. I think people forget that Alpha. He's got a bit more. Obviously the newer viewers just see the vitality run. But you forget the FC Barcelona.
Go Alpha at 21. Just gonna put that one in there as well.
Oh,
right there with you guys.
You forget the savage run, the Barcelona. When he was with Bluey and the boys, he was the best player on the team. He came out of nowhere. I was like, who's this French kid? He's a freak. And then he adds to that a major and worlds back to back. Yeah, he's a pretty good player. Very, very good player. He's been around a while.
Yes, and he's been stuck in contract jail or something, but he needs to be on a real team. The man can ball, man.
Has he really been in contract jail that whole time? No way.
I don't know what's going on, man. He just hasn't been on the team for some reason. Once again, I don't know what these. Listen, I don't want the pros. I don't know what the pros look at to.
No,
He's not
he hasn't
Monkey
played.
Man.
Yeah.
Thank you, Evan.
Hey, Monkey. Yeah.
He's not
Marcus
contract.
is not. I mean, I don't know. We need like Alpha. Alpha's nice, man. He's nice, man. He's
I feel
definitely
like
top.
right now, yes, he's for sure he's top 25. But I think right now he's probably just like he's the kind of player who's done so much for so long that he doesn't want to go on a team that like won't definitely like do well. I think right now he only wants to join a top team. Maybe none of the top teams had space.
That's tough.
I feel like he could have. I feel like he could have played on the top team this year.
He probably could have. Yeah, he could just hop in.
Yeah.
For one of the, as long as he's not jumping in for like a Zen or a Drally, I think he could do.
You said Evans in here?
Yeah, Monkey Moon.
Well.
He said
Evan,
Alpha's not
listen.
in contract jail.
You better watch out. You don't know who Bates has number one.
Well,
We know, bro.
okay, relax, pump the brakes. Yeah, top 25. Monkey Moon's rolled in. Welcome to the stream.
Oh, did
let's keep rolling.
Before I do move on from that, did anybody see the NRG Worlds Win documentary? The little Monkey Moon cameo in there was pretty cool. Congratulating the boys.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that. So if you didn't catch it, I think it's on the NRG Rocket League channel on YouTube or something. Anyway, 21. Oh my days! Oh, I had Alpha 21. My bad, guys. Oh, on me.
Oh, hey, what are you doing? You didn't get the memo.
Whoa.
Okay.
You didn't get the memo to the boys.
On me. That's
Okay.
that is my fault. I
feel a little bit
apologize.
better.
My countryman. I didn't put him in there.
Hey, Bates, you just said you're worried
Wait, you
about
don't have
my
Scrub in your top 25?
Bang, bang.
No, I didn't put him in there. No,
You don't have Scrub.
no, I don't.
Okay.
Ooh, your
As-
fellow countrymen.
My countryman, I didn't put him in the top 25. No. I did
How
not.
is Scrub not in top 25 for you?
It was too fast. I can't
Y'all essentially
quantify.
came up together.
I
Boy,
can't.
not having Rob. You
I'll
were
tell
his
you what,
guardian.
I was
You're
his
his
guardian.
guardian.
I
Essentially
was.
came up together.
25, Johnny.
That's why I
World
feel
champ.
that I feel
Runner
the
up.
most qualified to say that I don't think he's a top 25 player all time because
What?
I can't quantify like what he did age 12, 13, and 14. It's like great, but
I mean,
not.
you gotta count that. It
What-
has to be
how
counted.
though?
What he did when he
What did
was
he do? He was beating the best
Dominated
players in the
1v1.
world
He
in
was-
ranked.
Was he? No, I mean he was
Well,
one of the
okay,
best players in the
this
world.
is 3v3
And then
purely.
also, what?
This
also,
is for me. This is pure 3v3. I didn't take his ones into account. If I did, he'd be in the. Yeah, I didn't count ones.
Threes. He was still one of the best players in the world, and he couldn't play. And then when he came into the league, he was one of the best players in the game. You gotta understand,
Yep.
he's one goal off of becoming a 2-time back-to-back champion. And if not for some immaturity issues with the
Yeah,
French,
well, stop with the if. Like, listen, nothing that happened after he got benched counts, all right? He got benched. But no, I think it's like, it is an if. If he could have played RLCS when he was 12, 13, 14, for sure, he would absolutely be in here because he would have won things. But he didn't because he couldn't, and that's a probably
world
so I'm not
champ.
counting it. He is a world champ, but winning one Worlds and getting a second at another one doesn't put you on here. He was like briefly in the conversation for best in the world officially, because when he's like anything he did under the age of 15 can't count. What were we counting, like Zen in his year that he was banned because he was probably the best player in the world but he couldn't play? Nah, I'm not doing that.
Nah,
I'm
Zen
not doing
didn't. I mean,
probably.
Zen, the year when he was banned, didn't have the scrub killer aura. SK
Well,
had aura. You know Scrub had aura.
Yeah,
You
he did.
know Scrub had aura,
Zen
bro.
did as well though, but I'm not counting
Zen
that
did
either.
too.
I'm not counting like aura when somebody's banned for a year or too young to play. Like, that's just factors I'm not considering because I don't know. It's not really quantifiable.
See, this is why we're on the vibe check team. Johnny's on the pure stats. The Johnny Boy _ AI algorithm didn't factor in, Scrub Killer outside of this pure 3v. That's okay.
I put him in
just
my.
on the vibe
I
check.
gave him some like was he in the undisputed best conversation for a while? Some points for that, but it was too quick. Like had he been disciplined and
I
stayed,
mean, in season 7, you
on the
could
top.
say he was the best.
it was like he was in the conversation.
Season
I
8,
don't think he was
you
the
might
best
have
though.
said he was the best.
Justin Chaussette. He was up there. He wasn't ever like the one player because he exists. I mean, Justin existed, so that kind of put a halt to that. But no, the problem for Scrub is that he was literally too young to play, and then he didn't keep the same level. Like he did insanely well season 7 and 8.
How's Fairy
After
make
that-
it, but Scrub don't make it, though?
Fairy Peak was in the season 3 like Worlds final. He also won RLCS season X over Monkey Moon. Like Scrub Killer didn't do that. He didn't do either of those things. All of Scrub's RLCS success was with
I
Fairy
guess-
Peak,
I
and
guess
Fairy
that's
Peak
fair.
did
I guess
other
that's fair.
things that Scrub did not. One, because he couldn't, because he's too young, and after, because Fairy Peaks he was on a better team. They replaced him with Alpha, kept winning. So, yeah, I would have loved to put
Thanks
Scrub
for
in
the
here.
memories.
I would. Sorry. Sorry,
Monkey Man
Monkey Man.
not happy with RLCS results being brought up. RLCS.
I think it's a pretty big accolade. To beat Monkey Man in RLCS Season X is a pretty big deal. So Fairy Peak did that with Alpha Kid up, and he did do more than Scrub. I didn't count ones though. If ones was a part of this, Scrub would be way, way up. He's like top 2 or 3 all time for ones. This is just pure threes.
He's just got that. He's got that impact factor, I think, as well, which is nice. Yeah,
Impact, the best player in the
and
game.
you can't.
champ.
AI algorithms don't work on impact. They work on pure results. But I think just on vibes and impact, he's
AI
in there.
algorithm.
John, you have an AI
I
algorithm.
don't have an AI algorithm. I'm not.
You've got a weighting
I
system.
don't condone AI
result.
algorithms for your top 25 list. The use
It's
of AI to
Johnny Boy
enhance your.
AI.
I do not condone AI for top 25
He's
list
got a
creation.
large language model.
I don't.
For,
Not an LLM.
yeah. All right, let's go 20.
I just
Let's
have
go
to listen
20.
to the rationale. Let's look at the
let's get
20s.
it.
Look at the 20s.
All right, let's look at the top 20s. Let's see. Oh, we got some Saudi flags coming in. A couple of TRKs. There's been a lot of synergy here. Look at this.
Did I switch my list around? I think I did. All right, that's fine.
Ooh, Rawas at 20 above Alpha and Fairy Peak. Now, this kind of, I feel like I don't know, I'm not sure about this, Johnny.
Now, how the heck is Rawas? So you means you have all three? You have all three of them in there. You have Clears in here too?
Yeah, of course. What are we talking about? I mean, wait. He's here. He's right next to him.
Whoa.
Now,
What the? Wait, okay.
this is where
See, at first I was like feeling kind of bad about mine, but now I'm just like, this is all over the place, bro. Like, nah, bro. Nah,
See,
bro.
if you go, if you factor in 1v1, now then maybe then you can try
I'm
and
not factoring in 1v1.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Now it's like, how do you get all of them in there?
Well, I can tell you. So, I mean, this is all recent memory. I don't know why I have to remind you guys of all this. But they got second at Worlds. They won a major. They got second at a major. They also got top 4 at the previous major to that. They've done so much. Like, this is one of the greatest rosters of all time. So, you're wondering why are Gimmick, Torment, and Squishy all in here. Same reason that I've got the twins and obviously TRK, but I won't say where.
If you have Rawas and Clears in here, then Chicago's got to be in your list.
Why?
He has to be in your list.
Why? Wait, why?
He has to be.
Explain.
What?
Elaborate.
He's got an all CS major championship.
Mm-hmm.
Same as them.
So
and he did it for a long time. Reed was in the league from what? Made his first land season 5 Worlds. Season 5 Worlds, I believe his first all CS land season 5 all the way
lost.
All the way up until what? 22, 23, 24. It's like 7 years.
Season 6.
Was it season 6? Season 6, my apologies.
He got 2 second places at Worlds. One at season 7 and one in the Open Era.
Yeah, he's made a Worlds final.
Yeah, 2 of them actually. You got the Open Era Worlds final as well. But I mean, I think that the Esports World Cup, FIFA E's, the regional dominance, and is on top of that making a major final, winning a major, making a Worlds final. These guys have racked up so many accomplishments in such a short time. The fact that it's only over 2 years, it doesn't mean that it's worthless. Yes, Chicago wins on the longevity, but these guys have done these guys have done way more. Yeah, regional dominance. What about regional dominance?
They've done way. Now, like you want to talk about. See, I feel like these MENA players. You want to talk about impact on region in terms of what CJ's talking about. Realize all these great MENA players at the top. They really, like, I can just tell, like, they really influence these young guys to keep grinding, keep going. Like, you want to talk about that's impact. And yes, they've won, but they got to do it a little bit longer now, no? I got to see it again for another season. Let me see if you win another major championship, make another final.
This is their third season. Their third season in a row, which seasons are a year long now. Third season in a row where they're putting up world-class results. They made top 4 at Boston. And then from then, it's just been a split where they beat the original Falcons, by the way. Which is no small feat.
How are they above Alpha 54?
People like to talk about how the Atomic and Vatira regional wins are insane and wow, how did they do that? But people are very quick to like shove like regional wins in Mina and Sam under the rug as if they don't matter. When I think they don't matter as much, but they do matter. These guys like winning every single time in Mina is impressive to me. So yeah, regional domination, success at FIFA Esports World Cups, Gamers 8, they made the final of that as well. Part of that's 3v3. multiple majors. I think that they've got insane amount of accolades in 3 years.
All right. Well, me and Daz have TRK in here because he rose up from he rose up from the foundations of Ahmad and O'Callaghan back in the day, and now he has the results to back it up. He's had a fantastic couple of years, but he's also been there. He has the longevity over the Twins, obviously, because he's been there since the glory days of Mena, since the humble beginnings, well, not the humble beginnings, but you know what I'm saying, Daz? And that's why you got to have him in there. You've got to put him above, obviously, the Twins. Clearly, Johnny's got him at number 1 if he's got the Twins at 19 and 20. So looking forward to seeing that later on. But TRK, fantastic player and deserves to be in a top 25 all-time list.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Spot at 19.
Where do you guys rank FIFA E as an event? Just before you move on from this, what's the importance of FIFA E? What's it more important than? What's it less important than? What's it more and less?
So let's see. I go down the list. It's so you got world, you got major.
Dream hack?
No, it's less than a dream hack.
Yeah, less than a dream hack.
But it's like a dream hack was so long ago they kind of lose it. You know what I mean? It's less.
But then you got to think about the dream hack at the time, though.
Yeah, I was good at time. Yeah.
Like I do think that because for FIFA E, yeah, it's gonna be
WSOE, something like that.
It's gonna be like
it's like more than a regional, but less than a land.
It's definitely above beyond the summit.
Less than like a dream
definitely
hack.
above beyond the summit.
Right.
I mean, there is something you guys say about representing your country. And I mean, there are good teams there, but I mean, it's also along this lines that I mean, like they're already a team. They already were one of the best teams in the game. I mean, they played a French pickup squad that played what four scrims before they actually played the tournament. Like if teams actually have proper I don't know how much time teams get to like prepare for like the World Cup and stuff like that. But if that same amount of prep time was allocated to FIFA E, and then also if USA in particular was at the FIFA E, then I maybe could raise it like a dream hack level. But if that's not the case, since that wasn't the case at least for this time, maybe it'll be different for this next time. But for that first time, nah, it's a little bit lower than a dream hack.
Well, I disagree. I respect the ranking.
You disagree with Monkey Moon? Is that what you're doing right now?
Absolutely, I disagree with Monkey Moon on probably lots of things. I'd love to talk to him and find out what we disagree about. But no, I think I rank it personally higher than DreamHacks. I was at many DreamHacks, cast of many DreamHacks. I was at FIFA, cast of that as well. I don't know. I for me it felt bigger, felt more important, felt more impactful, felt more historically relevant. And it felt like the team scared a whole lot more when they lost. There was a lot. I'd say
it's like a special, unique event.
It's not as good as like majors are obviously above it, but I put it above like Gamers 8s, DreamHacks, Summits, stuff like that.
EWC.
It's honestly pretty similar to EWC for me. FIFA E and EWC are kind of on a level, but they're below majors for sure. I'd say they're above like DreamHacks.
I think it's like a special, unique event, but then you just lose like EWC. At least you have like your RLCS teams like probably prepping like in their prime or peaking, prepping for worlds and stuff. Whereas FIFA E is kind of like the after, and like it's special because you're playing for your nation, but it's sort of like an afterthought because you're not. Well, most aren't with their actual roster. NRG didn't even want to play.
Well, I don't take anything away from their win because NRG didn't want to play, and I don't take anything away from their win because they played against a French super team. Because I think it's crazy how quickly people flip on the whole script about the France team. That was being called the Avengers, the super team, the unbeatable team. They're dominating in groups. They win game 1 in the final against Saudi, and everybody's like, "Yep, told you." Obviously, this team's going to win. And then they lost to Saudi. Saudi came back and won, and everybody said, "Oh well, yeah, actually, of course, yeah, we all knew this was going to happen because Falcons and Saudi's a team, and this French team of Atira, Monkey Moon, and Zen is not." What are we talking about here? If France won, everybody would say, "Of course, we all saw this coming. It's Vatira, Zen, and Monkey Moon."
You got to think about the preparation.
Revise the history. Everybody thought France was going to win. Everybody thought France was going to win.
Not everybody.
Everybody.
I didn't think France was going to win.
Everybody thought France was going to win.
I genuinely did not think France was going to win because they didn't.
Everybody except Monkey Moon.
They were going up against an RLCS team. Like Falcons are a top 3 team.
Nobody said that before the match happened, though. It's revisionist.
I'm pretty sure I said that.
Okay, maybe you said it.
Said that on first,
but this was not the popular opinion. The popular opinion going into that event and going into the final was that France are going to win. Look at their roster. They're going to dominate everyone. Everybody changed that narrative when France lost. It became, of course they lost.
Listen,
so now it's worth nothing because France
fine.
lost. I think it's still worth a lot because they beat the super team.
Fine. Fine. That's fair. That's a fair. Listen. If that's the way you want to interpret it, that's fair. So now I'm gonna bring it back to RLCS. We're gonna go to RLCS season 6.
Mm-hmm.
A specific dynasty team was expected to go 3 in a row. And then a North American team ended up beating them. But now I look at your team, I look at your list, and I see 2 of those players on that North American team that beat that dynasty team that everybody was expecting to win. They beat them. And you got them at 23 and 25. So you need to explain to me and tell me why the difference between Clears or West beating a pickup French team versus the Cloud9 squad beating the dynasty.
Because I'm not using revisionist history to discredit Cloud9. At no point have you heard me say, and at no point will I say that, well, actually, Cloud9's win against Dignitas, not that impressive. They disbanded a couple months after, so clearly we can discredit Cloud9. I've never said that, nor will I say that. The same way that people are trying to discredit Falcons and Saudi for beating France after beating them. So you won't hear me say that. I think that the Twins are above Torment and Gimmick purely on merit. They've done more. And on similar timeframes. Torment and Gimmick were quite all of their success came in a pretty much 3-year window as well. It's not like they were much more successful in the longevity period than the Twins were.
Torment? Oh, no.
But yeah, they won Worlds. The Twins won a major. I think that's like the same thing. Like old Worlds, current majors, same thing to me. Like they're just as hard to win. Yeah, there was 2 Worlds a year back then. The quality of teams, open era is way higher. I hold like a major win now the same as like a Worlds win back then, before it got opened up.
They beat the dynasty, and they got 2 DreamHacks to boot.
Mm-hmm. So here's one that will really like maybe I don't know how you're gonna need to think about this one for a bit, Base. But FIFA E's coming up again. I think this is off topic a little bit. This is a bit of a tangent, but it's relevant.
Okay.
I think that if USA wins, then the trio of Daniel, Beast Mode, and Atomic surpass Dignitas Gale Force as the greatest roster of all time by winning FIFA E, the event that nobody else seems to think matters. I think it matters enough that if USA wins, they're the greatest roster of all time. Now, does that, in retrospect, make Rawas, Clears, and TRK's event win in Rally the greatest semi-final win ever because they beat the now greatest team of all time, NRG? Because they did. They beat NRG, who's currently second best roster of all time in my mind. So yes, Cloud9 did a good thing, but the Twins and TRK, crazy run they're on right now. Well, it's obviously ended. They benched TRK, but yeah, they were on a crazy run. They did a lot. Not many teams can compare.
Listen, you put a lot of stock in the FIFA E.
I do.
I
put a lot.
I think the top end, like I get with FIFA 3, like French super team stuff, like the top end's good, but it was kind of like outside, like you trim all the fat off and then you've kind of just got like 3 good teams. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you won like a 3-team show match.
It's kind of like an RLCS Season 6 event or something like that. Yeah. Similar depth, I'd say.
No, that's not, nah.
But then they're actual teams versus some like the pickup rosters and stuff. I don't know. It's just like I don't know how much the players themselves, obviously they want to win, but it's like how much prep are you actually doing? It's not your actual lineup. It's a bit of an afterthought for the players.
So if like a team who lose a grand final of a major or Worlds make an aftermove, make it a vlog, and they say, actually we didn't practice that much for the event, so not surprised we lost. Does that take away from the winning team because the losing team said they didn't practice?
No, because they didn't have any excuses not to practice, whereas at least at FIFA E, you don't have much time. It's like...
I'm just saying that's what we're doing right now. We're talking about like, well, actually, the teams probably didn't practice. How are we going to quantify that? I don't know. I think they didn't practice, so I'm just going to say the event is pointless. I didn't say the event's like the be-all and end-all, but it's not irrelevant. It is an accolade.
I think we agree it's less than a major.
I do. I agree.
We agree with that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's not like it's not like a regional win though. I think it's like in the middle.
No, it's above a regional win for sure, but it's less than a major. And yeah, I think we're kind of on the same path with that, but I still didn't weigh that enough to put the Twins in the top 25. But they have had a great couple of years.
All right, I'm going to fill out the rest of the 19s. I've got a 19 already. Okay, we've got a Yan from T-Bates. We've got a Yan at 19 from T-Bates. That is something I did not expect to see, I'm not going to lie. That's
what about yeah?
I didn't think you were going to put him in there. The way that you're talking about Realize and Torsos, I didn't think you were going to put a Yan in here.
This man is this man won a whole land representing South America.
Mm-hmm.
Like.
Gamers 8?
He's also Gamers 8, yeah. I mean, he's one of the most. I don't know why we're laughing though, because, for example, if Torsos or somebody won a land,
Fuck, bro.
Torsos would be on this list, bro. It's way hard. What? It's way harder to win a land coming from Sam, Mina, etc. than it is NAEU, bro.
Now it matters. Now it matters.
No,
Not with Big
it's
T, though.
always mattered. But Torsos hasn't won nothing. Torsos hasn't won nothing.
I'm about to get up, bro.
And then also, you gotta think about it. Yan has been one of the best players in the game for 4 years running, bro. This dude is a top 15 player. Top 15 player in the game.
I just can't believe you criticized the FIFA E mention for that long to then bring up Gamers 8 in the same like conversation. Like Gamers 8 is not even only 3v3. It's a crew battle LAN. Like he did play some threes and win some threes in that, but that's like
the greatest player from South America, winning one of the
minor lands.
B tier-ish lands. Okay, it's not a major, not RLCS, and he's also always like perennially. I wouldn't say this year his stock has fell a little bit. For 3 years prior to that, he's been perennially regarded as a top 5 player in the game for 3 years running in the open era of Rocket League.
Whoa.
In the open era of Rocket League, like
whoa, no, he has not ever. Top 5, you're drunk. You were already drunk, but now you've like drank too fucking much.
I mean, I can go look at list, and y'all always have on top 5.
I don't think you did. I don't think you did though. Like that's what confuses me. I don't think you did.
London, we had him like.
Yeah, like I did, but for a while I had him at like predicted top ones. I had him in the top one conversation for a bit, but I don't think you did, which is why I'm surprised to see him at your 19. If I put him at 19, I don't think anybody would be that surprised, but I didn't. I think you'd have him up here.
And also, you got to think about what he's doing with what he is working with. He's limited by the fact that he has to play with South Americans, got to speak Portuguese. He doesn't have Clears or Wass and TRK and Nopo to work with. And they just don't have that talent as Sam. If they had that same type of talent, man, I mean, like.
I feel like if you replace all of these words with OCE and Torsos, the problem is you're only applying it to
Torsos hasn't won nothing, bro.
Yeah, but if you have to know what he had to work with in the most isolated region in OCE with a lack of talent for 10 years straight and still get to top 6 at Worlds and a top 4
keep bringing up Torsos
7 years apart. It's fantastic.
Jan's finished top 4 Worlds. How about that?
No results. And now you're bringing up Gamers 8. The crew battles.
The crew battles. We're talking about crew battles. I'm about to crash out, bro.
The crew battles tournament definitely matters just as much as the
crew battles was so ass. We never did it again, bro. What?
Well, to be fair, we should do crew battles again. But
definitely matters just as much as the FIFA E.
Actually, I enjoy it.
No, Gamers 8 does not matter as much as FIFA E, bro.
Crew battles had way more competition than the FIFA E did.
It's crew battles. FIFA E's 3. It's literally got 1 to 2.
FIFA E had 3 good teams.
I mean, Brazil was a pretty good team. Yan played for Brazil. Was he not a good team? Was he not in one of the good teams?
He was.
Were Morocco not a good team? They beat Yan, actually, at that event. I thought they were pretty good.
Listen,
England were really
y'all disrespecting what this man has done for Sam.
No,
been one of the best players in the game.
Not at all.
For the last 4 years, this man has won a land.
It's not RLCS though. Like the problem is that like the RLCS success has not quite been good enough for me. Like I've not got him on my list. I didn't put Yan in the top 25.
Okay, if that's the case, then the RLCS list should just be major and world champions then. But this is the top 25 pros of all time.
Yes. Like the things he has done regionally and in Gamers 8 and finishing top 4s in RLCS, it just doesn't quite match up to players like top 25 players, I think, who have gone and won things, made finals multiple times. Like that's something you'll see. Every single player I've listened so far has made multiple RLCS finals, and then Yan hasn't. So it's not. It's just a really, really tough list to get into. It's really tough.
It's great. It's great. I've had a few comments. Obviously, I'm the first to put the Italian wizard on it at 19. A few people not happy with that. And look, I'm kind of with you in terms of like, I'm a romantic as well. You know, if you look back to the glory days, and my goodness, I watched this guy stream with his little dominance with the skull topper, not the skull decal on as well, hitting double taps everywhere. He's a freak, runner up at first Worlds, won the second Worlds. What else did he? We won WSOE, best, like probably the best player or one of in the conversation. Best player season 2, like in the season 1, you know, Kronovi, stuff like that. But he's a fantastic player, but there's just so many new tournaments. It's like new era versus old era sort of stuff here, guys. And I've put him at 19, and maybe just hurt by. Well, he won WSOE a fair bit after season 2. I was going to say hurt by longevity, but he did play for a while. I don't know.
Longevity is very good,
do you guys want to fight me on this or something? But at 19 for Cooks, world champ.
I want to wait. I feel like there's going to be more Cooks discussions. I'm going to wait about it. I appreciate the context.
Like everyone's got him around. Did I just jump on the grenade? Did I just jump on the Cooks grenade?
No, absolutely not. No danger of that. No. But I think appreciate the context on that. But we'll see. But yeah, we could probably move on to number 18 and see what's happening there. Okay, we've got some more French players. We've got First Killer. We've got Jane Apps in here, first Canadian to make an appearance. That's a pretty high First Killer pick, CJ. That's a lot higher than I thought.
See. This is what the problem with these lists is.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
First Killer over Cuxer. Interesting.
Well, now, okay. So it kind of depends. You know, you value like. Well, it's like the world's, you know, versus majors and stuff. But I just have
you just got on me about Yan, though. You just got on me about Yan. You just got on me about Yan, though. Tour sauce. Are you saying Yan's over First Killer all time? You just got on me about Yan, though. He's fantastic. Well done, 19. Not sure why he's on your list. But are you saying that Yan is better over First Killer career-wise? All time? As a player, I look at the accolades. Who's won a land?
Oh my God, bro!
FK plays in North America with better talent.
Now, for the record, I'd say the second place in Birmingham is at least equal. It's probably pretty equal to Jan's Gamers 8 win. Like we can't be putting Gamers 8 that high.
Yeah.
At least.
Like, please, can we not? Please?
I think First Killer has been consistently long. Now, I knew I was going to cop it with this as well. I knew I was going to cop it. I think for the last 5 years, this guy's been top 5 player, top 10 if the team performance results. I mean, it's ridiculous. His consistency as a top player of all time puts him on the list at 19. He has been ridiculous, and I understand you can if you're just purely going to weigh results. If you're going to put in Johnny Boy's algorithm,
Sipical's on your list.
He's not going to. He's not going to.
Sipical's
Sipical's not going to make the list.
But that's the thing, though. That's the thing, though, because you put it First Killer on the list, and then you're really just looking at talent. And that's why you're really looking at talent.
Okay, he doesn't have the win. I know he doesn't have the win. Okay, but I'm not gonna judge him on that. When a guy is just any roster, this guy brings to a top 4 at a LAN, top 2 at a LAN, and he's an absolute.
It wasn't just he wasn't any roster though. That's a bit.
Sip was. I love Sip.
You can't discredit.
Sip was doing that too.
You can't discredit his teams he's had. He's had some super teams. Like everybody, like every single team that First Killer made over the years.
But he's been the best player on every super team.
Yes,
Sip and Nick Costello.
My point is, like, everybody saw those teams and they said, "Oh, super team, the world's better look out for this team." They lose the final, or they lose in top 4. They were Fourth Killer for a while, then they made a final in San Diego, made a final in Birmingham. But like, he's only had super teams for the record. It's not like he's playing with bums. Like he's had great teammates, and. Yeah, he's been good, but yeah, he still can't win consistently enough.
The thing with FK is just that, and this is the top 25 most talented Rocket League players of all time. Obviously, he's up there. He's probably top 10.
He top 25 players of all time.
He might be top 5 in terms of talent. I don't know. Yeah, I think you have a fair argument. I think somebody can make an argument that I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, but talent, you still say he's a top 5 player. Like talent, he's still a top 5 player. Like what's
okay? Yeah, it's a top 10 player. Talent. But you're just getting on me about Yan. Sipical was number 1 in the game.
Well, that was during, during COVID.
So yeah,
so
I'm factoring now we're factoring longevity as well into it, and I think this guy's been at the top for so long that I think he deserves. You got to tip your cap to. I understand he doesn't have the win, but I think I've got to put him in there. I think it's different categories. The Big T, top 1 in longevity, doesn't have the results and stuff. 25. FK's got the longevity, not the Torsos longevity, but he still has the longevity at the top, tippity top. But he doesn't. And he's got better results than Torsos. So he goes at 18. I think it's and look, and now I'm looking at him like maybe TRK he should have slid up a little bit. Now I'm looking at it, but I'm happy to have FK in a top 25 of all time list in that kind of area there.
But over TRK, I think that's a little bit much though. Like TRK's at a world second place. He's won a major, and he's come second at 2 majors. So First Killer's biggest accolade, the most impressive thing about First Killer's career is he's come second at 2 majors. He's come second twice. TRK did that, and he also won one, and he came second at Worlds. It's like just a different level. I think at the end of the day,
we're looking at a 3v3 game. We're picking one player. We're doing the top 25 players, not top 25 teams, and I just think that. Obviously, results do matter. Winning does matter. World champs, and I have factored that in. But as we said, we're looking at 3 criteria. I'm looking at impact, vibes. I'm looking at longevity, and then we're looking at results. Now, no, he's not going to be the tippity top of results, but in terms of longevity, impact, individual ability.
But it's also like a long time of not winning.
That makes Dan 19 perfect for me. CJ, thank you for making my argument.
I understand it's a long. Look, he's definitely impacted by the fact that this guy cannot win to save himself. He was nicknamed Fourth Killer. But I think if I'm looking at just an individual players list for longevity, for the time he's been at the top, he's still one of the best players in the world now, and he's still getting like top 2s and top 4s,
I respect the FK. I could see the argument why he'd be on the list, but I'm just saying that you just made a big deal about the Yan thing. So if you make a big deal about Yan, then First Killer also can't be on here either, in my opinion.
No, I made a big deal about Yan because you made the exact same argument that I made with Torsos.
Torsos doesn't win anything. Stop comparing Torsos to Yan.
Okay, sorry about the crew battles land. I'm sorry, I forgot about the crew battles.
Torsos during the crew battles land. He could have won the crew battles land too, couldn't he? He didn't do it, did he? All right. First Killer could have won a crew battles land as well. Did he do it? No, he didn't.
Let's see number 17. Let's see what's happening here. We need some more context. We got another JNAPS. We got JNAPS at 18, JNAPS at 17. The final Alpha 54 has hit the table. Torment at 17 from T-Base, and I wanted to throw in a bit of a Seiko myself. Keep the French flags coming. Keep them rolling. I'm interested in the Torment at 17. I mean, Gimmick 20, Torment 17. This is a very high Cloud9 average baits, unsurprisingly.
Because they're one of the best teams of all time? But why are we acting like they're not? Why are we acting?
Chat, what do you guys think about T-Bait's Gimmick 20, Torment 17? I put Gimmick at 25. Everybody was like complaining.
Gimmick was the best
I jumped on the Gimmick grenade
in the game.
I jumped on the Gimmick grenade at 25. Just jumped on that thing early, and then everybody hated it. And now you're all getting away with it now.
I might have them too low. They got 5 land ships. I might have them too low.
Nah, most of them are minors though, so they're not like 5.
DreamHacks are not minor. DreamHacks were majors back in the day. We can't rewrite history. DreamHacks were majors.
No, but saying that confuses people because when you say DreamHacks were majors, people think DreamHacks are on the same level as a major.
Same level as a major. They were.
No, they weren't. What are you talking about? They're nowhere near majors.
Because the majors we had world championships and we had DreamHacks, just like we have majors and world championships right now.
They were tier 2. What you're saying?
If a major's a tier 2, then a DreamHack is tier 2.
Okay, I see what you mean. So back then, Worlds was tier 1, majors were tier 2. But now we've unlocked a whole other tier. The new open era Worlds is tier 1. That pushes the old Worlds to tier 2. It pushes DreamHacks to tier 3, maybe even 3.5.
Okay, then that means a major's a tier 3 down. That's fine. If majors
now are worth so much more than DreamHacks back then. Majors now are worth way more.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
No, what are you talking about? No, they're not.
Johnny, it's the
they're literally not.
What?
RLCS is RLCS majors are way they're so much more important than DreamHacks.
If anything, DreamHacks were harder.
Nah.
Because DreamHacks were harder than majors.
No.
Because you had legitimate top 16 best teams by the time you got to 16. At the majors, I could be honest with you, we ain't got the top 16 teams in the world at the majors. I can tell you that much for free. We ain't got that.
Free.
I thought
At the DreamHacks, you actually had the top 16 teams in the game all playing.
they were not what they don't compare to today's major. I can't believe I thought this was going to be the other way around. I thought I was going to be defending the relevancy of DreamHacks. I can't believe I'm saying this, but they're nowhere near. Like I can't believe I have to say this. They're nowhere near today's majors. Today's majors are so hard to win. They're so hard to get deep runs in because the level is so high in the open era. DreamHacks back then were nowhere near the same level. You had some random teams making top 8s, top 4s in DreamHacks. Even some random team like Peeps won, for crying out loud. One of the DreamHacks, one of the hardest ones.
What a random team. They made the All-CS World Championship.
That was one of the most random teams anyone's ever that's
they
ever
were
happened.
random though. Not my fault you weren't keeping up with the North American Rocket League, JP, because they were on the come up.
That was probably
What are
the
we
most
talking
random
about?
win in Rocket League history. That might be the biggest Cinderella run of all time. That's not happening in RLCS.
Cinderella.
RLCS majors, that is not happening. No team is coming like that and winning because it's way harder. You don't do that.
Well, I'm also, well, to be fair,
literally came in and did the same thing.
the format's different there, right? Like you could get, I think DreamHacks had like open signups kind of deal for the DreamHacks. Like majors, you have to qualify through the online qualifier. So the way that happened, yeah, those aren't comparable because of how you can enter in a DreamHack.
Didn't queso come up quick too, man? Like this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, in RLCS, which is much harder, making what they did a lot more impressive than what the Peeps did because it's much harder to do in RLCS. That's my point. Like we can't be saying DreamHacks are majors. They're not. They're nowhere near majors. Are so much harder to win. The open era majors are a totally different level. Much harder to get deep runs in than DreamHacks were back then. DreamHacks were definitely important, but majors are seriously like, we're talking about the most important events of all time. It's current worlds, and then it's the old worlds, and majors are right there with the old worlds.
Majors are
They're
definitely
so
like
hard to win these days.
as a player, majors are above DreamHacks just because DreamHacks kind of just felt like you're sitting there on some metal chairs and stuff until you kind of get on like for the finals. But all the groups and stuff, it's very. Yeah, but that even just like the prestige of a major just puts it above DreamHack because it just kind of feels.
These boys from Cloud9 to Muffin Man, man. This is what I'm talking about, man. Y'all getting through this. But their first ever land win. They beat NRG. Then they beat G2. Then they beat Gale Force.
Mm-hmm. Insane Cinderella run.
Those are the three best.
Is he peeking his microphone? What is going on?
Yeah,
Those are the three best teams in the world. What are you talking about?
Yes.
That's harder than that. They played the three best teams in the game.
In a DreamHack, though, it's not as the same.
They
It
played
does.
the three best teams in the game.
I see.
That's a
both
major
arguments.
championship.
It's just not the same, though, because in RLCS, your whole
The Falcons
season,
won the
your whole
freaking
career is on the
RLCS.
line.
Stop.
Stop what? I've not said anything yet.
The Falcons won the RLCS Raleigh Major. They won the RLCS Raleigh Major, and they didn't play the top three teams in the game. I can tell you that much. They didn't play them. Who they played? They played.
They played NRG. Terrible.
They played Dignitas. They played NRG, and they played Dignitas again.
Oh, who did Dig beat? Who did Dig beat?
That's harder than DreamHack Atlanta.
Who did Dig beat?
That's harder than DreamHack Atlanta.
Yes, because it's a major, Bates. It's much harder because it's a major. How do you not understand this?
Was
the DreamHack Atlanta more impressive than NRG's World Championship they just got? Because who did they beat? Oh, they beat GK and I don't even remember. Ultimates? Oh, NA team. Oh, they didn't play KC and Vitality? Yeah, I'll take the DreamHack. I'll take the DreamHack. What are we doing? No, of course the World Championship's worth more because it's the World Championship. It's RLCS. I can't believe this is a conversation, by the way. This is insane.
Man. I don't like this because it's like, damn. Like,
it's the prestige. RLCS is on a totally different level. RLCS is literally
DreamHacks were
RLCS.
prestigious. All we had was 2 RLCS lands back then. It was the World Championship. The DreamHacks were the majors, Johnny. We didn't have our RLCS did not go and literally basically monopolize the whole entire system.
We did make a new tier though.
We made a new tier. Like that's what I'm saying. They were the majors to the old RLCS with the biannual worlds, but then we made a new annual World Championship open.
What is E-League then? I didn't know what E-League then is.
E-League 1, much more prestigious because it had the same prize pool as RLCS, literally the same teams. It was like a month later with the same team, same prize pool. The second E-League By then, RLCS had eclipsed it. RLCS was up to $500,000 in prize pool. E-League was still like 150, so it's nowhere near the same.
Pool tax. If that's the case, then EWC makes even more sense. Yeah, 19.
Of course, we're talking about the prize pool.
Yeah, the prize pool tax. 19 yen makes even more sense now if we're adding the prize pool into it.
Bates,
Yen came out there and made the damn money when it mattered. Like, what are we talking about, man? What does prize pool have to do with anything? It is about what are we doing? What meant that much?
What do you mean? What does the prize pool have to do with it? So if I just like invite all the best teams to my living room and say no prize pool, but all of you are here, so I guess it's a major. No, of course the prize pool matters. E-League 1 having 150 grand prize pool, the same as Worlds, was huge because it was the same as Worlds. It was the same prize pool. That's what made it special. If they just said, hey, we're going to do an E-League, all the best teams in the world invited, you're playing for 10K, nobody would give a monkeys. Absolutely no one. It's because they put the prize money up.
Like 100K?
No, it's 150. Season 4 World Championship, 150. E-League 1, 150.
And DreamHacks were 50.
Yes, back then DreamHacks were 50, but then the next E-League comes around, it's still 150. By then Worlds is $500,000. It's a totally different level. RLCS has like made new tiers over the years, and events like DreamHacks, they're just smaller in comparison. And like now, majors, the prestige,
not every DreamHack,
the relevancy.
Because DreamHack doubled their prize pool. Like the first one,
they went from 50 to 100.
They went from 50 to 100. Yeah. Then when they hit the pro circuit was like 100. But that one that they won, that one was like 50. So they won like 20K.
I'm just saying like the prize pool. Of course, the prize pool matters. It's like what makes the event relevant. It's that, or if you don't have prize pool, you better have something like National Pride because nobody's going to play.
The difference was as well, like DreamHack 1, there was 4 of them in a year. Obviously, there's only 2 majors, but also there's no qualification. Like you had to get X result in DreamHack to make the next one. Every one of them, like we were bombing out. I was like, oh, well, there's another 3. We'll be fine.
Yeah, there's no repercussions,
for Worlds
right?
as well. Yeah, major is still qualifying for Worlds. There's Worlds points. There's more money. There's more prestige. There's better teams, and it's not just like, hey, I'd like to participate. And they're like, sure, you can be one of the teams. Jump in. Obviously, there were still great teams at DreamHack who were the best teams, some of the best teams. But it was just kind of like a vibey in between. And there were 2 Worlds that year as well that everyone was more focused on with RLCS Online as well. But it was just like that 2019.
They were like freebies.
DreamHacks were devalued because there was so many other events as well. It was like, hey, we got DreamHacks, we got like game,
WSOE,
we got Beyond the Summit, WSOE, we got E-League.
Fun land, bro.
But it's just like there was 4 of them in a year, so it's like you can't weigh them the same as majors where the teams are still trying to qualify for Worlds and they competed through RLCS Online to get there. You know,
Summit was actually.
I think
huge,
we just
though.
made a new level.
You want to talk context? Summit was massive because Chaussette just dominated DreamHack Valencia not long ago, and then the fact that Energy could beat that team, the literal Chaussette. I can't remember their PSG or Frontline or whatever back then. They changed their roster, Reciprocity maybe. Yeah, that was a big win, and that meant a lot for NRG, meant a lot for NA. So again, you can't just say, I like this event. I think this one mattered because my team won, and I like who they beat. This one, though, it doesn't matter because, you know, it's a major now, and they got a Mickey run. It's still a major. Like, majors are majors. It doesn't matter if it's a Mickey run or a run. Like, a major is a major these days. An RLCS major is the same as another major when you're talking about this. That's just how it is. You can't be like discrediting teams and discrediting runs because they didn't face KC. Or if you want to do that, I better hear that next season when you talk about NRG because they didn't play KC last Worlds. And I don't expect you to say that. And you won't hear me say that either because they won Worlds. Worlds is Worlds. That's what it is. It doesn't matter who you had to go through. You won Worlds.
All right, let's go 16. Let's do it.
All right, we've got some Seiko synergy from CJ and Daz. We've got a Cuxer 97 from base. There's my TRK. You wanted to know where TRK was? There it is. I got him at 16.
TRK's only 3 spots higher than these boys.
I thought it was going to be a lot higher based on your twins.
I'll give you some context here. This is like, I had groups of players. My, like, 19, 25 to 25, the twins to Gimmick was quite close. And then there's a jump. And then the next, like, group of 18 until a bit more is also quite close. But yeah, they look closer than they are. Like, they weren't. There was no, like, thought in my mind of, like, who goes above who. It was quite obvious.
Okay. All right. Seiko, great play, Cooks. Yep, love it. 16, good. 16, TRK, yep. All right, I'm happy. Let's go 15. Let's go back to back. Let's try and let's keep this pub moving. We were on 17. Hey?
Oh.
Seiko above Naps?
Why? Because Sego has a world championship?
Just I really am valuing those winning worlds. And do we need to get back to the prestige argument? But,
No, I don't want to go back to the prestige argument. Go to 15.
Okay, we'll go to 15. We'll go to 15.
I personally don't have Seiko over J-Naps. I got J-Naps over Seiko. But I will admit, not by much. But he is over it. I got J-Naps 15. That's the highest TRK base, so the highest Brazilian, the highest Saudi Arabian. Mr. Worldwide over here. Kronovi at 15 from CJ. That's a high Kronovi, I think.
Kronovi 15. Squishy at 15. Wow. Now I know Gimme can't be in the list. That's insane. Wow. Okay.
Hang on, 15. Wait, what are we saying? Kronovi should be which way? I always get confused with higher. Does that mean
lower?
I think that's high for Kronovi. Kronovi, he won Season 1 Worlds, and he won E-League 1. That's 2 big, wins. But it's just like, what else?
Okay, they won Worlds. You don't have him because your algorithm didn't work for the old Worlds. Yeah, your algorithm didn't work.
I never thought of having him. I did a GOAT pyramid a while ago. He wasn't in top 25 back then either.
He's just... Like, I understand he doesn't have the, but Season 1, it just missed the Rocket League. Now, this is more the impact category, which, once again, your large language model didn't value impact. But I think just, like, Mr.
What
Rocket
impact was
League...
there? What was the impact?
Well, he just was Mr. Rocket League for 2015.
Yeah, but that was content, though. That's nothing to do with, like, greatest Rocket League player when we're talking,
but he was still... He was the best player pre... I guess if in terms we want to value like pre-RLCS going into it, but I just think like 2015.
Oh, he was one of the best. He wasn't the best.
And he won Worlds.
He wasn't. No, in 2015 he wasn't though. Like,
okay, well,
he was like flip-siding Cucks were winning. Kronovi was like one of the best players, but I think Cucks was the best player for the first 2 years of Rocket League's existence.
I agree.
15 and 19. Look, but I just think that maybe this is just like the NA side versus the EU side of stuff, but I don't know. I just think for impact. And this is once again the CJ vibe check on this. I nearly wanted to have him right up there just because it's Kronovi, but it has been a long time. Had to drop him down, but at 15, I just think I don't know. I get it. One Worlds win, but it's Kronovi.
The E-League 1 Worlds was also really good. The E-League 1 was
Kronovi though.
Season 1, I'll say that Season 1 win might be underrated because Over Zero got the MVP if I recall, and it should have been Kronovi. Kronovi was the best player. So that was something that's an accolade he should have got. But E-League 1 was literally he was in J-Nap's backpack. Like J-Nap's
yeah, but I still value E-League win over WSOE, like the Cook
absolutely
win with Speed and the boys.
You value the E-League win, then J-Nap should be higher than Kronovi. Because Kronovi only won that because of J-Nap.
You make that argument, but again, it's like impact. It's a Kronovi. Do you guys understand? Is anyone else here?
I don't understand.
You guys, it's Kronovi.
Kronovi only won that because of J-Nap.
When I'm doing like my top 25 and I'm just like, you start your list, you just start writing names down. Kronovi's like, he's probably like the 4th or 5th name I wrote down because I'm just like, he's got to be on there somewhere. It's Kronovi.
Yeah. Because he's
and then I had to obviously shuffle it when you do the order.
But fathers are RLCS. Now, in saying that, he's
like a Mount Rushmore type operator just because I just think of Kronovi. I think of Rocket League. I think of Kronovi.
Okay, that's great. Mount Rushmore and the greatest of all time are not the same thing.
He's got impact, he's got results, and he has longevity.
I think this whole impact thing is just like, I don't know. It's kind of like your mat. It's like your duct tape for all the holes in your tank here. Like the GOAT list.
Well, he's still got results. He's still got
leaking all over the place. You're like, impact. Oh, more impact duct tape. Let's slap on some impact here.
On your list?
Hang on, what's that?
See, JB's list is cooked because he put Khalil's Amber Wass in there, and so now he can't have Kronovi on his list. Kronovi has to be on your list, and that means that DeMar must have him above 15.
Yeah, exactly. He's a romantic. I know he's got him in there.
Even though DeMar has got squishy mothers at 15, and that's just man.
Well, listen, I'm not a squishy fan like you, man.
I don't know.
But also, you don't have to be a squishy fan, buddy. It's okay.
It's just. I don't know. For me, like I said, sometimes results matter. Like sometimes results help with the longevity.
He's got that,
but he doesn't have the.
Doesn't have longevity.
I mean, he kind of does, but
kind of.
I'm just not big on it, man. I'm sorry, man.
Okay, man.
Listen, I put him on.
It's okay, but yeah, you put him on. It seems like a pity put on. At that point, you could have put him off the list at 15. 15 is disrespect. All right, let's go.
Yeah, I agree. 15 for Squishy is outrageous.
There you go.
I
Here
would
comes his 14.
never
Here comes his 14.
even
Hey,
consider
Johnny's
putting
found
Squishy
a
at
way
14.
to cook his list.
I would
Oh,
never,
man.
ever, I wouldn't even think about that for a second. Why would anybody think about putting Squishy bottom 50 or 15 below? Insanity to me. I wouldn't do that. You couldn't catch me doing that ever. That's why I've got him at 14, because he's the greatest Canadian player of all time. By a little bit. J-Naps almost got him, but not quite. He won the J-Naps needed to win the Worlds. Yeah, Drally at 14 is interesting. That is an interesting
teammates, I feel like you made 3 categories. What did you say to start? Your longevity, results, and stuff. But then you just kind of like flip flop on which ones you really care about.
Well, you beat. I feel like
because clearly you've got Drally at 14 because he doesn't have longevity. You want to see it for longer because he's got the results.
That's correct. Whoa. He's got some results, but listen, a lot of people on this list got a lot of results. They've done it for a long time.
Some results.
A lot of these people on this list got a lot of results. They've done it for a long time.
He might have won something. The only thing he doesn't have is longevity.
Exactly. That's why he's at 14. That's why he's at 14.
Yeah, but it seems like he undervalued his results in that.
Wait, talking about? Everyone Birmingham Major Champ, YLCS World Champion, EWC Champ is 14. 14 seems good.
2-time EWC.
He was the best player in the world. The only player who convinced anybody Zen is not the best player in the world was Drally.
Well, that's because y'all are just delusional. Because I think that some other people have a very good claim for best in the world, but y'all only focused on Drally and Zen. I think there's some Americans here that have a good argument for being the best in the world, but it's the way y'all propaganda.
Are they on the list with us right now? Are they going to be? I'm sure they are going to be on the list.
They'll be here. They'll be here.
No one except Drally has seriously united the scene. No one. Drally's the only player in the entirety of the last the Zen era of Rocket League who's made the scene think, actually, you know what? Zen might not be the best player in the world because this guy Drally is winning everything and he looks like the best player in the world. Nobody else has done that. No one.
That's what y'all do. That's just what y'all do, though. I mean, that's just the propaganda, though. That's the propaganda, bro. I mean, he's a great player. Listen, he's a top 5 player. He's arguably best player in the game. He's had a great last year and change. But I want to see it for a little bit longer. A lot of people on this list got world championships, man.
I don't know. He's won 4 events. he's won Esports World Cup, 2 majors in the world.
Okay, and Squishy won 5 events.
Oh yeah, because obviously, Gnarly one was a major. Basically, it was 30 grand in like some Canadian. I don't know where it was. Yeah, basically a major. Yeah, pretty much a major.
You can't just do that. Like Riley played. They got out the mud back in the day, man. People used to play the $100 weeklies.
Yes, this was not those days. This was way later. This was when RLCS was established. Rocket League had a pro circuit. Yes, this was well into RLCS being established. That meant that all of the pros, RLCS is the thing that people care about, and the other lands are kind of like, if we win, we lose, doesn't really matter.
Everything, man. You wanted to win everything back then, man.
I'm sure you did. I'm not saying that they didn't want to win, but if you lose a gnarly one, nobody really cares. It's like so easy to cope with that. It's like, whatever, not a big deal. I'm focusing on RLCS anyway.
Multiple players that have challenged Drally or Zen being best in the game. Vatira, Beast Mode, Daniel, Masi at times.
No one is. I said that Drally united the Rocket League scene in thinking that.
That's because of the propaganda, bro.
What
Beast
propaganda?
Mode was cooking all 2024. He was the best in the game.
No, he clearly wasn't the guy though. Like he was one of the guys, but he wasn't the guy. Zen was the guy. He was everybody says, yep, that's the best player. Beast Mode was never like, oh, yep, he's better than Zen. If I asked you, gun to your head, is Beast Mode better than Zen? I don't even think you would say yes at any point in history. I don't think even you would say yes. I wouldn't. I don't think most of you guys in the chat would either.
As individual talent?
Yes, I think you could pick any day in Rocket League history and say, is Beast Mode better than Zen? And I don't think people would say yes.
Time out. Are you talking about just what they're doing on the field, or are we talking about individual talent?
I'm just saying who's the best player. And it's simple. I'm not trying to make it complicated here. I'm just saying who's the best player. Drally is the only player since Zen who has made everyone think, actually, you know what, Zen's not the best player anymore. It's Drally. No one else has done that. Like maybe a couple people, but not the whole scene. He's in a category of his own here.
Okay, I don't believe that. But listen, that's the propaganda, bruv. Propaganda, bruv.
All right,
That's what
let's
it is.
run 13. Let's have a look.
There's Zen at 13 for Bates. We've got Daniel at 13 for Demar. We've got a Vatira at 13 for CJ. That's
I do.
Vatira at 13.
Vatira at 13. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think
Pause. Is Jolly above Vatira in your list?
Oh, yeah.
I think Vatira 13 might be the individual. Is it the worst? I think it might be the individual worst pick so far. I think that might be the worst
look
pick.
Look at these lists. Listen,
I think that might be at least in my opinion, I think that might be the worst pick yet for so far. At 13.
Now, listen. He just has to win a world.
Why though?
He's got to. Listen, now I understand people are going to go, well, first killer, you have first killer. I understand. But I think once I start get to the tippity top, it's only worlds winners. You got to win worlds. Let me just make sure I have heard that. Hang on, let me have a look. Yeah, once you get up here, you've got to win worlds.
What? But okay, this is actually a really popular opinion. What you're saying right now, this is an opinion that a lot of people say to talk about Vatira. They say, "Nah, he's not won worlds, so he's not as good as like X, Y, Z, all these players." But why do you have to win worlds when you've won
top 12?
He's won 3 majors and an esports
I'm standing
World
at the door
Cup.
of the top 12 and saying this is an exclusive club, buddy.
But why though?
And this is
Explain
as far
why.
as you can go.
Explain why.
I just think in terms of like career accolades, I just think it's that you just have to win a world in terms of an all-time players list.
Be what? Top 5?
Prestige.
Top 6? Top 7?
Top 10.
But why though? Like, what's the whole thing about worlds? Like, are majors nothing? I didn't realize majors are held in such low regard. I thought worlds is way more important than majors. But I would say in modern era, players wouldn't want this because as a player, you just want to win worlds. It's the ultimate accomplishment. But for me, if I'm looking at who the greatest player is, I'd say somebody who can win a major in 2 different seasons beats somebody who can win worlds just once. If that's all they ever did. Like, to me, the 2 majors in 2 different seasons would beat 1 world championship. Like, Vatira's 2 worlds, 2 different seasons beats Radoson's 1 world champ. For me, it does. Beats Alpha's
it's like this is like Chovy discussion in League of Legends. And I'm watching League Worlds. Like, this guy just can't. You just have to win worlds. That's just. I'm going to stamp my ground on a top player list, and I've put him as high as I could put him without winning a world championship. I just think the pressure. The prestige, getting back into prestige. And I understand that it's an individual players list, but I think if you just don't have that, then you're not in the room.
Do they have majors in League? Do they have an equivalent of majors like we do?
They just got like MSI.
Oh, they got MSI, yeah. They won
MSI.
MSI.
One MSI, and that's it.
Vati's got 3 majors in the EWC, man. This man's been top 2, top 3 in the game for the last 4 years.
3 different teams, and in 2 of those teams, he was the best player in the team.
He's finished top 4 in the World Championship 3 times.
3 majors, 3 different teams. First 2 teams he won majors with. He was the best player in the team.
He's a top 10 player all time, bro.
He's got a fantastic CV.
No. So see this. No. He's got great cover. He's got great cover, Larry. You're right. So I got a question for you. So if he wins World Championship, where's he go to?
Oh,
that's just one more lane.
Skyrockets. He'll probably go. He'd probably go to. Like 5.
1 maybe, like with the way you're talking about the rest of what he's done.
Oh yeah, he could. Yeah, probably high. He's actually. Let me have a look. He'd go to 4 on my list.
If he wins a world championship, I'm gonna keep it honest with you, man.
1, honestly.
This man's top 3.
He'd be the GOAT. No, if nobody else did anything, if all of the rest of the competition at the top did nothing, if Vatira won worlds and none of the other players above him did anything, I think he'd be number 1.
You put him.
I'd put him number 1. He's already way up there.
Yeah, what?
It kind of depends. Like,
3 majors and
he's probably had a. He might have had another season of placements as well with the majors and lands and stuff. So then you might go higher, but like purely on worlds, yeah, it puts him in the window, puts him into 4th, I'd say.
There was serious discussions during this season.
I really value worlds.
The season that just happened right now, people were talking about, is Vatira the GOAT if they win worlds? Because everybody thought KC's going to win worlds. There was a serious convo going on, is Vati the GOAT if they win? So I don't know what makes it so. You put him above
the Monkey Moons. You put him above the K-Dops. You put him above the Turbo Pulses.
If he won worlds this year Vitality got the result they did, then it's close. Maybe not. It's very close though. It's very close.
Yeah. I understand he's got weight of numbers with some major wins and stuff, but I think that...
Well, you can't just say some majors. He's got more majors than anyone. He's got the most majors. And they were different teams. And he was the best player on the team twice, by far.
I understand that. I've just put my foot down and I've put a you shall not pass unless you've won Worlds from this point onwards to make my list.
Okay, all right. You got to win a Worlds from this point forward to make CJ's list.
I want to see who won Worlds at 12 for CJ. I think this is. I believe that you could have got this right. Like all the rest will probably be Worlds winners. And there's one of them, Zen. We've got Justin at 12 for Did you make a mistake in your submission? What? Justin did at 12.
What?
No, I've made no mistakes.
Did you mess
it's
this
actually
up?
funny. No. I did not mess this up. It's fine. It's good right there.
What happened? Like what did Justin do to you? Like why is he at 12?
He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything.
Huh?
He didn't do nothing. It's actually funny because I was just looking at how much aura he had, and I was starting to compare results between all these great players. I said, whoa, he only ever won one lane.
Yeah, you got second at another world championship, but
I know.
I guess
but he only ever won one time. Ain't that crazy? The way we talk about Justin, you would swear he won about 5. You want to swear that
Impact.
I mean, impact, yeah, trust me. And these players above him got a lot of impact. They ain't gonna lie. And they got a lot of winning. They got a lot of winning. And so I was like, damn, I was like, shit. Pardon my French. I said, man. I said, ooh, he only ever won one time.
But you got second at a major, which we now know is completely worthless in your mind. So I guess that doesn't matter. Losing to like BDS in a major. Might as well have just stayed at home. Like skip the business flight to Stockholm.
I'll be honest with you,
personally, I count that.
The highest I could have ever
nice.
gone up is if I switch him with my number 11, which you can show my number 11.
Okay,
it's
let's
the only
see
highest he's ever gone. It's the only high. It's just that's the highest he could have gone. Because I was just like,
11.
I was like, I just don't know. I just don't. I was really looking at the results. I'm like, man, it's a lot of aura farming that the NRG team used to do. It was a lot of aura farming the NRG team used to do, man. I'm looking at the results. I'm looking at.
But like
I was like,
what happened to longevity, Pates? What happened to the longevity?
Longevity.
Yeah, what happened to it?
Yeah, the longevity's the reason they here because they ain't win nothing else. What are we talking about?
But
and
like,
I
swear,
and I really looked at it.
I swear I remember like in the past there was like this podcast like during COVID talking about this region. America of the North or something. They were talking about this great region, best region in the world. There was one team dominating that region.
We sure were.
And now,
we sure were. And you know what happened? You know what happened when we went to Sweden? We got smacked by Monkey Moon. That's what happened. And you know,
saw it coming.
Yeah, and then we went to London and we got smacked by Moist. And then we went and then we went to World Championship and we got smacked by Monkey Moon again. And so like,
actually, G2,
we were gassing them up.
Yeah,
we were exactly. G2 was there. That's Naps. That's Atomic. Garrett G and Justin, they weren't there. And I love them. But they weren't there. And so I had to really, I said, man. I said, like, it's a lot of gas. It's a lot of gas we used to give our boys, man.
It wasn't
and they
gas,
are some of the greatest of all time. He's the Captain America, man. But I was like, I look at this list. And I said, woo. They got a lot of boys nowadays, man. Cause you got to think about this. Ain't a list from 4 years ago. You got to think about 21, 22, 22, 23. You got to think about 24. You got to think about 25. Like, that's 4 years, man.
But T-Bit, so hold on. I want to just ask you something. So you talked about...
What if Garrett and Justin did during the 20, from 21 to now, bro?
So, I mean, we're not talking... I didn't want to ask you about, like, 21 to now, because we all know they didn't achieve anything. Like, that would put them in the GOAT. Like, it would add points to their GOAT conversation status, but... You have a very, very high esteem of DreamHacks when you're talking about Cloud9. But does X Games not matter where they beat the same team? Like Garrett, Jacob, and Fireburner beat the same team? Yeah, they won X Games. They beat the same team that Cloud9 beat. Except I think they did it first. They did it. But I'm saying they did it first. They beat Gale Force before Cloud9 did. So did the new Flipside team. So Cloud9 coming in and beating them, like, bro, it was actually Muffin Men back then. Like, you're talking about it like it was this insane accomplishment, but Garrett literally did that.
I know, exactly. That's why Garrett's above Justin. He's got 2 land victories versus Justin's 1.
Honestly, I just feel like that's way back. We're talking season 3, top 3. Like he's been, maybe not like
So I got a
winning
question.
since
As
2022.
I look at your number 12, and I look at Damar's number 12. How are Garrett G and Justin higher than Daniel and Beast Mode? If we're actually looking, like, let's be objective here. How are they higher?
Because I value what they did
that's
before the
possible
open
to
era.
judge about that.
Like I think that Garrett and Justin
Interesting.
both accomplished insane amounts before the open era. Daniel and Beast Mode did a lot after the open era.
So you but I know Vatira's gonna be higher than Garrett G and Justin for you. So you value what Vatira's done in the open era more than you value what Daniel and Beast Mode done versus open era. And last time I checked, Daniel and Beast Mode got three land victories in open era. With the world, and one of theirs is a world championship. Vatira doesn't have that.
So you're counting Gamers 8 in that, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a land victory.
Yeah, I don't remember you holding Gamers 8 in very high esteem. Like in previous streams we've talked about when we. I swear, like I don't have the clips ready, but I feel like we could find some scathing remarks from teammates about Gamers 8, and suddenly it's very important.
But the thing is though, is that then you got to think about Daniel and Beast Mode's domination in NA is better than Justin and Garrett's domination in NA. So regionally, their domination is better. Internationally, they've had better results, but yet you're going to have Garrett G and Justin higher than Daniel and Beast Mode. It's not going to make sense.
Well, I mean, regionally, Garrett's domination. Hold on. Garrett's domination of NA is like unmatched. Garrett dominated NA for a bit.
Beast and Daniel don't come close to that right now. They're like maybe give them a year. They do.
Garrett was Garrett was in the NA. Like I could tell you, Garrett was in the NA 1 seed 6 times from season 3 until the winter major in 2022. 6 times he was at NA 1 seed. That means multiple regional championship wins, multiple regional wins, and then Daniel and Beast Mode are on a pretty good streak right now, but I don't think it's as good as Garrett's. Like
pretty good.
They've been seed 1. They've been seed 1 4 times. Garrett was seed 1 6 times. So I think Garrett's regional dominance is more than Daniel and Beast Mode. There's no question to me. He was seed 1 in season 3.
Like
seed 1, you talking about league play or after after their? Remember, we used to have the regionals. After that, like, is that all league play you're talking about? C1 or
playoffs?
Play all
he
the way
won
up to, like,
playoffs in
the
season
open
3.
as well.
He won it in season 6 of our call, season 7, season 8, and then he won it in the fall major, like and he won it
6-month season.
Yes, and what's the split now? What, 2 months, 1 month? It's even less. So being like the best team in North America for half a year, 6 times. Andy won our LCS Season X. Andy won the. No, but you're talking regional dominance. You specifically said regional dominance in North America. Garrett's accolades are way more than Daniel.
Some of my post made finals. They made regionally.
And then look at the time difference too between them as well. When you do that,
I'm different. They're playing more games right now than they played back then.
T-Bates, Garrett, he won. He literally went to LAN as the NA 1 seed 6 times. Daniel and Beast Mode did that 4 times. And on top of that, during COVID, Garrett dominated NA, won 2 of the majors and the championships. It's not close. Garrett is eclipsing them regionally. And the LANs are, I think Daniel and Beast Mode have the edge there, but Garrett's regional dominance is number 1 NA.
They were dominating LCS X when there was way more games than there were now. And at the start of 21-22, leading up until they got smacked by Monkey Moon, they were dominating North America.
He didn't dominate RLCS Season X. Why are you rewriting history? There was the machine. The machine won. Did Atomic, Turbo, and Miss win as many regionals as NRG did back in RLCS Season X? Ron, tell me.
Who won the majors?
Tell me. And then you had SSG?
Who won the majors, Bates?
You had SSG?
SSG? What SSG won?
Didn't SSG win an RCSX in the fall?
They won one major, yes. And then who won the other 2? NRG. And who won the championship? NRG.
NRG didn't win. NRG won both of those?
They won both the winter and the spring major, and they won the championship. Yes, they dominated. They had the most success for RLCS Season X of any team worldwide. Not even BDS did that. BDS won 3 majors, lost the champs.
Yeah, but
NRG won 2 majors and the champs. Okay, and it was better apparently. That's why they lost right after.
I mean, NA was better, bro. We had 6 teams. Y'all had 2. But the point I'm making
disband all the rosters. We all got clapped in Stockholm. Let's change all the teams. Better roster, better region though.
Listen. I disagree with the Garrett G. Justin having more regional success than Daniel and Beast Mode. and then Atomic as well, who's obviously on the list. But if you want to say that, fine. I think you have a solid argument. But then you add in the international, and it's not close.
Daniel Atomic or Daniel and Beast Mode together, they've won Worlds, the most prestigious event in Rocket League history. They've won a major. They've come second at Worlds. They've come second at a major as well. But like, you can't just brush Garrett's entire career under the rug. Like, he didn't win in X Games, didn't win Worlds, didn't come second place season 5, didn't come third place in season 3. He didn't have insanely consistent results over the entire course of his career. Probably like the most, like, when you're talking longevity alone, he's in the S tier. He's like way up there.
You just said that if Daniel and Beast Mode and Amasi win FIFA E of all lands, that they're gonna be the greatest team of all time. How is that not automatically there's like you just even saying that like?
Well, I can explain. It's actually really simple because Garrett had different teammates over the course of his career, whereas Daniel and Beast Mode have had almost all their success with the exact same teammates right now. All their success for Daniel and Beast Mode is with Atomic. Garrett had success with Jacob and Fireburner. He had success with Justin and Fireburner, Turbo and Justin. He had success with Squishy and Justin. He had so much success with different teams, so it kind of like removes all of those teams from the GOAT team category. Daniel and Beast Mode have only ever had success with Atomic. A little bit with other teams, but nowhere near as much.
I think we're gonna have some more debates coming up when a little bit later on.
CJ, what have you done? What is that?
Let's get into 11.
Oh, that's fine. All right, you didn't do anything. You just found at 11. Good choice. So did I.
Hey,
Raleigh about Beast Mode and Daniel.
What's wrong with Charlie over Beast Mode and Daniel to you? That's one that I don't know how you can rationalize. Like in some of the other ones where you're saying you're surprised Garrett is over them. Okay, different eras, hard to compare. Drally and Beast Mode and Daniel are the same era, so let me hear it, Bates. Why?
Beast Mode and Daniel have been more consistent than Drally have. Drally's been great for a year. Daniel and Beast Mode have been great for years.
2 years. Both of them.
No, they've been great since 21-22. They've been winning for 2 years. They've been great since 21-22.
Well, ish. Great-ish, yeah. Yeah, well, finishing fourth, we're going to gas up finishing fourth in North America now, are we? Where does that like go in your...
Man, Beast Mode was balling with V1, man. SSG, they were a good team, but Dan came into the league already top 5. And like what we talking about, man? What we talking?
I just think there's a difference between like being on SSG and V1, finishing like 3rd and 4th is like not the same as what Drally did, where he just came in and he's like, yeah, I'm going to win win Worlds, be the best player in the world, just win everything. As I'm with Dazru in putting Drally over them.
Thank you. Because, yeah, he's also won more than them too, internationally. I should add that. But it's only like a placement. Like, what are we talking about?
Yep. I like it. Panda, fantastic career as well. Obviously, a part of the OG, the OG GOAT roster. How many, Johnny? You'd have the stats over there. How many like LAN wins did GFE Dig have?
The same.
They actually, they came top 2 a lot, but yeah, they had a whole bunch of second places, and then their first win was season 4, and then they won Gnarly 2. They won season 5. But yeah, they had a bunch of second places as well. With like X Games, various DreamHacks.
Panda as well was second season 3. Sorry, not 2.
2. Yeah, you're right. It was season 2.
And he got 3rd in seasons 8. 8. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, plus the 2 worlds. So, yeah, as I said, world champs. It's world champs time in here. But I value his 2 teammates above Panda. So that's why he's at 11.
He did I like that you mentioned the other lands though, because he did have a bit of success with other teams, the Devo Pashi roster, the Astral Yukio roster. Like, if he just only had success with Gale Force and Dig, that one team, and then did nothing else, it would hurt his like accolades. It would make them look bad, but he was good before and after, so yeah, I think that helps Panda's case a lot.
He was a great player too. Obviously, people talk about Kate up. Yeah,
Actually,
he's
we
a great
gotta see
player.
Johnny's top
All right,
10.
yeah,
I mean,
enough
y'all-
about
let's-
forget
let's
about
get
Panda.
I
All right,
can't
hey,
wait.
my
I
top
can't
10's a
wait
little
to see.
sus.
I can't wait to see how y'all like
My
order.
top 10's a little sus. Is that what you said? He's already.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm definitely nervous for my top 10, bro. I'm giving it a minute, but we go. You know what I said? I was gonna stick with this. So I'm sticking with it. I don't care.
all right, let's see. Oh, there's another Panda. We can keep gassing Panda with teammates.
Yeah,
The
great
top
player.
10.
Great player.
Huck's cracking the top 10. I respect that. I don't mind it.
I had to.
Yep.
I
Oh,
had to.
all right. Bates is still waiting on Squishy. Yeah, I got Squishy at 10. Slides in there. Great impact, Worlds, and gets Season X as well, which obviously puts him right up there with a bit of longevity. Fair bit of longevity.
Bro, I feel like I like the
So-
old heads a lot, bro. Compared to
Like
everybody
the old
else's
heads.
list.
Yeah,
like,
you're in the glory days. He's
He's in
Jordan
the-
over
the
LeBron
old
type
head.
operator. You can see he's got that Bulls
Yeah.
gear on. Yeah, he's ready to
Yeah.
go. He's
Yeah,
ready
maybe
to go.
maybe it is the Bulls fan in me. I can see it.
I see, man. You're living in the past. It's just like no way. It's just no way. But listen, congratulations. That's right. Freaking god dang. God dang. Somebody give me an old basketball player. I can't think of
Johnny, just quickly, what slides Violent Panda in between Beast Mode and Daniel?
Beast Mode's just
Instead of
better than
being-
Daniel all time. He's just done slightly better than Daniel
What?
together. Yeah, Beast Mode's like while they've been teammates together, he's been the better player on their like stint together as teammates. And before, yeah, his V1 accomplishments versus what Daniel did on SSG, I would say gives Beast Mode the edge as well. And if I could count 1v1, I like, yeah, people are talking about 1v1 earlier. I'm not counting 1v1. This is just 3v3 only, chat, because I know we've not said that for a while.
Oh, disrespecting my boy Daniel.
What, you think Daniel's
no,
been
I-
better
no,
than
no,
Beast
no,
Mode
no,
all
no.
time? Really?
No.
You think Daniel's been a greater player than Beast Mode all time?
I don't know. Depends on where I have them both. Sure.
Okay,
I
well, we'll
don't.
see. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it's close though, but yeah, specifically, nothing specific. I just think, I think Beast Mode is above Daniel. And yeah, there's nothing like, there's such different eras. I didn't try to, the what do you call it? Rainbow list this one. Impossible. And also pointless.
No.
So, this isn't
Forget
a
about it.
rainbow. No, not a rainbow. Anyway, number 9.
Who's my
There's the last squishy at 9 from Bates. We got Justin at 9. I've got Zen at 9 personally. Is that the highest Zen? It is the highest Zen. And I'm happy that I've got the highest Zen at 9. Which can
And
this is the proof that I'm not
Very
basing
peak.
this entirely on results. Like people think I'm doing this all off results. I'm not. I've got Zen at 9. If it was all results, Zen wouldn't be 9. He'd be
my
off
man,
the list with
Dazarin's
Riddles.
got all the OGs.
Dude,
Just
I
in
love the
there,
old
and
heads,
that's-
dude.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
sorry.
gone, forget about that opening era,
I'm
baby.
sorry, bro.
He's
I
gone
just-
Fairy Peak, Tronovi,
very,
Lacinio.
very peak up there.
Okay, calm
Over
down,
zero, three.
calm down. But like, you just got to remember, I don't know. I was really struggling because I moved Fairy around a lot. And I still don't really know if I like where I put Fairy, to be honest. But
Man.
I just really remember Fairy Peak's domination. Like,
And what?
oh my God, the 2v2 scene for one.
But
My
this is
Okay,
goodness.
we're talking about
we're talking threes though, bro. Like I thought. It was
I know
threes.
we're talking threes. I know we're talking players.
Impact,
we're talking
Daz,
players.
Impact. Tell
We're
him.
talking players. Fairy Peak had the impact.
the 2v2
okay?
duct tapes coming out, the 1v1 duct tape, the impact duct tape. You guys are like trying to patch all the holes in your arguments, man. You can't be talking
I
about
mean-
2v2.
Man.
But he
dude, the
ran
hard
that.
talking-
Oh my god,
that's great.
And
How
I
much he
usually
ran-
don't
ran
like
at
to
3-3?
bring that stuff up, like because I haven't brought it up yet. But that was just something I couldn't look
Bro,
away from.
Take the 2v2s and the 1v1 out of this equation. And Fairy Peak is not in the top 10, bro. Let's just move on, bro. There's just no way. But I understand. You got
Okay. You know, I'll rest my case on that one. I won't stand on the hill too long. I'll get off it.
Oh, yeah, well, you already have it on there, so it's fine. I mean, Zen
Let's
above
go.
Beast Mode and Daniel is just great. It's fantastic, wonderful.
You don't like it?
Yeah,
No?
yeah. You don't
No,
like
it's
it?
because it's the top 25 all time. Once again, we're not talking about talent. We're talking about what you're doing. And then,
Well,
it's like
I mean-
talent is a part of the talent is factored into it,
No,
but it's not just all.
Zen can
It's
get
nothing
there,
about talent.
though.
I don't
He
care
can
what
get
the
there.
I don't care what the
Yeah.
talent. Talent doesn't
Zen
win
can
at
get there.
all.
Zen
No,
can get there. Zen
like-
gets number one.
this isn't anything to do with talent or speculative performance. Of
Man,
like,
it's
oh,
not,
if he had good teammates, he would have done more. It's nothing to do with that. It's because since he came into the scene, he has been the best or like best equal player in the world in the minds of everyone in the scene for 3 straight years. He has done that like a longer stint as unanimous best one than any player in Rocket League history, like the best player, and he's also like the longest stint of like he's obviously in the conversation for best player. No one else has done that since like Cuxer, Justin, but Zen's even more above them. He's been the best player in the world for longer than anyone.
And my boy Zen even won a Regi since he won that world championship, man.
Why? I don't think that matters in the slightest. Like,
I think he has
like
won a
winning a
First killer
regional.
argument. First killer argument. And is exactly the same thing.
No, I'm saying winning a regional wouldn't move the needle in either way. Like nobody cares
But
about
you
a
did
regional.
just say he's been one of the best players for the longest period of time. Same with first killer.
No, but first
And
killer's
that's
not
why he's
been the best player though. Zen has been the
First
best
killer has
player.
definitely been arguably the best player.
No, he's not been the best player though. He's been arguably maybe the best player, but Zen was literally the best player for like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. And then Drally comes along and it's like, okay, I guess it's Zen and Drally then. And it's still Zen and Drally. Like he's just still in the top 2 with Drally. And the rest of the time it was just Zen. Like no one else has done that.
Once again, we need to start
That's greatness.
expanding that. We need to start expanding them lists, man. Who the best player in the game is, man. Once again, it's propaganda because you gotta add Daniel in there. You gotta add Beast.
Daniel
in
has
there. You gotta add
never,
Thomas in there.
like, there's never been a time, bro, where Daniel's been, like, unanimous. Daniel's never even been unanimously the best on his team. He's never been unanimously the best on his team. How can he be in the Zen conversation?
That's because his team's great. That's why he's got a great squad.
I feel like he was.
Okay, well,
You can make that argument on SSG, right?
there.
he's just, well, okay,
Zen is-
he was the best player in SSG, but okay, SSG didn't do too much. I mean, the current team, like Atomic,
Fair.
Daniel, Beast Mode, Daniel's never even been unanimously the best player on that team. And Zen has been
That's a good
unanimously the best player in the world. It's a totally different level.
I got Johnny with the EU MENA bias all the way to my left, and then I got Demar with the old head. He's gonna have to bring the arguments back to the 1970s nonsense. CJ,
Pretty good list.
Kind of been away. You're kind
I got a pretty good list.
Kind of left. So let's go 8. Let's go 8 now.
Pretty good list. Nice. Yeah, I know you like. Let's go to 8.
All right, let's see it. Let's see what's happening at 8th place. Great pick, CJ. Not
Yep.
synergy from the Americans, but I'm not sure I'm a fan of the Vatira
Synergy from
personally.
everyone. That's
Yeah,
it
you
at
know, a
8.
little synergy here.
A little bit too low for my liking. I think you guys are just a bunch of Vatira haters, but that's fine.
I'm with you, Bates. I got that Garrett Justin combo, the 1-2 punch. Very hard to not have them all together. With Squishy as well. Sane, I'm right there with him. Squishy, RLCSX. Garrett just has that longevity though. You know, he's an OG, so he's going to pip Justin. But if Justin keeps playing, who knows?
I'm surprised. Actually, I just realized, yes, you put Squishy above Garrett and Justin Bates. That's surprising to me because this whole like time I thought in your head.
They all had the same. I mean, Garrett started playing a season before Squishy or season and a half, 2 seasons.
No, like,
2 seasons.
wait, no.
seasons
On that
before
though, like
Squishy.
I was gonna say, like I thought up until right now in this stream that you thought that Justin was the GOAT or Garrett was the GOAT or something. Because I always used to hear you saying Turbo's not the GOAT, and I was like, okay, well, who is your GOAT then? And I thought it must be Justin or Garrett, but apparently it was Squishy. But no, Turbo is the GOAT or Gatos. I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. We need to go back and like check the first touch like audio tracks. Do some Control F on these names because I don't know.
Squishy has more land wins, bro.
Yeah, but when they were together, do you not think? Because this is why I put Squishy below them both. I think that when they were together, he was always the third best on the team. He teamed up with him. They had a lot of success together, and Justin was the best. Garrett was second best. Squishy was third.
Okay,
Very
and
clear.
I think that Justin has always been the better player out of all 3 of them, but then Squishy's always won.
Well, he won a little bit, but you know they both won a world championship when they weren't teammates together.
2 DreamHack
Justin and Garrett
champions, 2
won a
DreamHacks.
summit. Squishy won a couple dream
Why
hacks.
are we kind of beyond the summit?
Garrett and Justin
Why are we
came second at Worlds once. They came Garrett came third at Worlds. Like I think they were pretty close before they teamed together. They were very, very close, and then they teamed together. And like I think Garrett and Justin separated themselves a little bit. Justin especially, I think he was just the best player on the team, probably best player in the world at a time, which is something I don't think you could ever say about Squishy. Like unanimous best in the convo, sure, but I didn't expect that from. I thought you were gonna have it the other way around.
No, Squishy won more. Squishy's always been the NA GOAT. Oh, it used to be.
All right,
Was he
let's
though?
go to 7.
That's crazy.
That's a lot.
I didn't know you thought that. So there's all right. We got some beast modes. There's a Garrett G from. I've got Drally personally. I think
Bates. Hey.
got to put him up there.
Drally at 7. Yeah, he's been pretty strong, pretty solid.
CJ's list is starting to make some sense at the top because I'm seeing what CJ's
What, you seen
doing.
some NA, you seen some USA flags, some NA flags. You're like, I like what I see.
USA.
No, it's just that like it's making because like CJ's taking into account what these guys from America are doing consistently
squishy.
over the course of 4 years.
Yeah, I think
I'm talking about the recent guys. Squishy's the older guy. I'm talking about the recent guys.
All right.
Like
all right.
if Drawley keeps up what he's done for the next year, wins another major or even gets some major finals, etc. I'm gonna move him up some more because he's done it for another year. If Zen keeps doing what he's done and he wins another land or makes some more finals, I'm gonna move him up some more because he's done it for yet another year. But Beast Mode and Daniel have done it for 2-3 years.
But
and we go act
no, they haven't though. You're saying that, but not really. They did nothing until they teamed together. Essentially, they didn't really do much that would like move the needle on the GOAT conversation until they teamed together, which was they've been 2 seasons, Beast Mode and Daniel. Before that, they really did nothing of like worth that would make a big splash in the GOAT combo.
EWC with Khan, man. What we talking about?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, it was Gamers 8. It was a crew battle. It wasn't EWC.
Gamers 8.
Like, I'm just saying, they did a little bits here and there, but they didn't do anything that's like, boom, okay, now we're seriously taking strides in the GOAT debate. Like, Drally has had 2 seasons. Beast Mode and Daniel have had 2 seasons together. That's where all of their successes come. They've had the same length of, like, you know, GOAT convo worth, like, events, I'd say. And results.
I think this NRG roster was more dominant than OG, than NRG, than Garrett and Justin. I think that they had Cloud9 and G2 right with them. Obviously RLCSX, but they won 2 majors, but they still had, as Bade said, some other teams with them. But I think this has just been the most dominant North American team ever. And that's why I've put them above with the world champs win. Puts them now above Garrett and Justin, but they're right there. I actually had it the other way around, and I actually consulted the captain himself and said, "What do you kind of think about it?" And I don't know if he was just being humble, but he thinks that this roster,
of course he's being humble. Come on,
he says this roster definitely was more dominant, and should be above them. So I said, "Look, I'll go with the cap."
Garrett's always going to say that though. I wouldn't ask it. I wouldn't even ask because I know what he's going to say. He's too humble. But I mean, I've got it the other way around because I think that Garrett and Justin, they were dominant, not as dominant in a short space of time, but they were dominant over a much longer space of time. Like Justin's reign of dominance in NA as best player in North America is untouched. Garrett's regional dominance, his success regionally is untouched, and they also did a lot on the international scene. It's not like they didn't do anything. So I had to give them the respect there. Personally, I think also I can reveal. Yeah, I've got Justin here. Just since we're talking about him at 6, right above
Throw the
Drally.
6s up, man. Throw the 6s up, man.
Yeah, throw the 6s up, man.
Justin at 6, man. That's crazy.
Oh, and like the Justin at 6 from that. How's it crazy to put Justin at 6? I thought that before all these new gen players came along, Justin and Garrett were like the closest thing to K-Dot Turbo for me. They were next. They were next in line. So I don't know how it's crazy.
Real. That's what it's like to me, man. Listen, I cried when both NRG teams won. I keep it a bean, but
I know you cried back in 1967. You had. I mean, that's what you were on off of.
listen, you see how many gray hairs on my head, man.
Yeah, no, exactly. You were on off of some old man stuff. Back in my day, we had the blades. Yeah, exactly. That's what your list looks like. Your list is awful.
Oh, hell no. Listen,
But
That's a good. Honestly, it's a good little mini poll. I'm gonna run a poll in chat just on this because it's all visible, very clear that Dazrin and myself we think that the Justin Garrett combo is greater, and CJ and Bates they think that the Daniel Beast Mode combo is greater. So maybe we need to buy you guys some rose tinted goggles. Maybe you've got goldfish memory. Not sure which, but I'll run a poll and see what chat thinks. Who was greater? Which duo? Not like in their time as a duo, but as like
above
individuals.
Daniel and Beast Mode. How is that possible?
He's the only player, I want to say, he's the only player to have won 3 majors, and he's been the best player in the world for 2 of those. He was the best player in the world when he won San Diego. He was the best player in the world when he won London, in my opinion. There's not many players who can say that. Like, the whole thing about Vati is that he didn't win Worlds. He's not won Worlds, so everybody's saying that he can't be up there. But I think his major success, his regional success, like his consistency, success in multiple rosters, the fact he was the best player before Zen came along. Vatira was the best in the world. Everybody knew, right? You all thought that.
What?
Was Vatira the best player in the world when they won San Diego? Did everybody say yes? We all agree Vatira is the best player in the world.
No, I don't think I did because I thought I'm pretty
if
sure
you didn't, you're insane. Bro,
I was saying Atomic.
What? Vatira beat Atomic in that event, and G2 were doing nothing that season. G2 weren't even making every lad.
Vatira had a great squad, and listen, that G2
you
squad.
You thought that Garrett G was better than Vatira's teammate, Exotic. Like, you can't be flipping here. You said that Exotic's terrible. Now it's a great squad all of a sudden.
Whoa, Garrett G's a nice player. What are we talking about?
I'm saying, look, you're saying it's a great squad, but then you're saying Exotic's terrible, and then now it's a great squad. I'm just saying everybody thought Vatira was the best player in the world because he was.
You keep saying this. Everybody think. I don't. Everybody.
It's because everybody thought that. It's just what that's like. I put my finger on the pulse of the scene, and the scene is saying Vatira is the best player in the world. Everybody, yep, Vatira is the best. We all know that.
Listen, I guess, man.
I'm trying to remember.
Woo!
Yeah, Atomic. You had First Killer. I mean, you've had a lot of great players. I mean, it's just that, like, I think you're really just talking in your bubble, man. You're talking in your bubble. You got a bubble.
There's no bubble here though. It's like literally everyone I talked to like you guys. I'm pretty sure as well when Zen came onto the scene, I was quicker to say I think Zen might be the guy, and you were saying no, it's still Vatira. I bet if we go back and look at First Touch, you'd say nah, Vatira's the guy. I'm pretty sure you said this.
No. I wasn't saying Vatira was better than Zen. Yeah, I wasn't saying Vatira better than Zen.
Yeah, you're saying he's the best in the world. I'm making a
year later though.
I'm saying it's San Diego.
I think he was the best player in the world, but again, like he's in no Worlds finals, hasn't won a Worlds, and that's why I've gate kept him outside. I think it's tough to put. He's just got to win. He's got to make grand final, Worlds final. He's got to win. But
I just don't think that way. I mean, like I think that's a fair thing to think. If like Worlds are totally on a really different pedestal. But I'm going to say it again. I hold if somebody wins 2 majors in 2 different seasons, that to me is better than a single World Championship. And Vatira's done that. He's won 3 majors. So it's
2 majors is better than 1 Worlds.
Yeah, well, if you win 2 majors back to back, it's close. But yeah, if you win 2 majors on 2 different seasons, 2 different teams, versus just 1 World Championship, yeah, I'd take the 2 majors in terms of like ranking.
Then you get
goals.
to Worlds, right, and it's like this is what we've been playing for. This is what the whole season has been about. This is why we qualify. This is what the majors have led up to. This is it,
Worlds,
and he hasn't got
multiple major finals on top of that, and then I mean, listen, I can see the Vati, I can see it there, but I just like then you have Dan and B so much lower than him. I'm like Yeah.
Well, they're working on it, but Vatira's been doing it quite a bit longer than them. He's been racking up the accolades for a bit. He's been racking up the accolades for a while.
All you need to do is ask one of the goats of all time, Monkey Moon, how much he cares about majors. This guy's losing to OCE at majors. He don't give a shit. It is all about the world champs. The pros, you ask them, would you rather 2 major wins or a world championship victory? They're taking worlds every day of the week.
Yeah, I know. Of course they would. Real. Of course, that's why when I first
means more.
But when I first brought this up, that's what I said. I said that when I brought this up. I said if you ask the pros, obviously they'd all want the 1 Worlds because they don't have it, and you want what you don't have. But you ask Vatira, would you rather 1 Worlds instead of your 3 majors? He'd probably say the 1 Worlds. But that's not what we're doing here. We're not ranking like the pros' perception.
I'd take
of who's
Worlds,
the
and I've got neither. If you ask anyone who has nothing, would you rather 2 majors?
I think if you ask a player, they'd want the major.
You ask Vatira, he's gonna say he want the World Championship.
Yeah, I think he would. Yes, I think he would. I agree. But when I'm ranking, who do I think? What do I think is a greater accomplishment? Winning 2 majors in 2 different seasons, or winning 1 World Championship? I think it's probably the 2 majors for me because that's just harder to do. Less players have done it, and therefore it's a greater accomplishment.
If Vatira was just if he was doing this for like 8 or like 4, 5, 6, 7 years or something like that, then maybe I can see what you're saying.
How many? Let me just put it like this: how many players have won multiple majors in different seasons? How many players have won multiple RLCS lands in different seasons? It's a very short list. It's a shorter
Multiple
list than the amount of players who have
well-
won world championships in the open era, because the only player who's won 2 worlds is Monkey Moon. So to me, that seemed pretty hard to do if nobody's doing it. The list is very short. But yeah, we've had 11 players winning worlds, and like I think it's pretty sure it's less than that have won 2 majors. So, that's my logic. Let's go to number 5, and I think I'm going to confuse a lot of people with this one. I don't think anybody sees this one coming, but I've got Turbo at 5.
Turbo F5.
Holy
Okay. Turbo F5.
Holy
Why are you saying holy shit? What's going on?
Oh my god. Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny.
Yeah.
He's a 4-time.
Yep.
He's a 4-time champion of the world who's done it in 2 different regions.
Mm-hmm.
Has longevity.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Was a sub, came in and won.
Yeah, I'm with you. He did. Yep.
He's the only 4-time world champ.
Correct. All facts.
And you've got him at 5.
Mm-hmm.
You have Vatira above Turbo Pulsar.
I do. I have Vatira above Turbo.
Turbo Pulsar is kind of crazy. But then also, but then like having Turbo at 5 isn't that crazy, because I mean he was just never the best on any of those teams. And you really got to factor he was never the best. Like Vatira's been the best in the game. Or arguably the best in the game.
Yeah, he was the best.
You know what I'm saying? But Turbo's never done it. So I can see why Johnny's saying that. I can see what Johnny's saying, like, well, I can see the skill thing, but I just think, like, once again, the world championship just means more.
Yeah, so the worlds, he won 4 worlds. The worlds mean a lot, but my logic is that for season 3, he had the best player in the world in his team. His name was Devo. For season 4, he had the best player in the world in his team. His name was K-Dot. For season 8, he had the best player in the world in his team. His name was Justin. And then you can maybe say that Turbo is pretty close to K-Dop in season 5. I'd still say that, yeah, best in the world in season 5 is probably K-Dop and Justin. He always played with the best players. So his worlds are not as impressive. Like, 1 worlds from Turbo is not the same as like Zen winning worlds where he's like just the best player. It's just not as valuable. So yeah, he won 4 worlds. He did win those. It's factual. But I don't think he was ever the best player, which hurts his case versus the guys I've got above him.
I agree.
That's just where I'm at with that.
I like that. I don't mind the Turbo F5. It's true. It's a fact. And when you look at it objectively, he just played with really great players, and he's a winner. And that you got to take that into account. I mean, he only goes so high when you're a winner. But also, the Vatero thing above it, I think that, like, it's, once again, the world championships mean more than the majors. But for some reason, for you, these majors mean a lot.
They do, but I just think majors now, I said it before, I value, and this isn't a new thing that I've said, I've been saying this for years. I consider a major win now to hold the same weight as a world championship before the Open era began. That's, in my mind, as difficult to do, as high of an accomplishment.
Wow.
That's illogical.
I've always said this. Like, I this shouldn't come as a shock. I've said this on my stream so many times, and I've talked about this many times on RLCS broadcasts when majors are happening. I think that majors are so hard to win now, and they're held in such high prestige because they're literally RLCS lands. They're to me they're the same as like the old worlds, the biannual worlds in the league play era.
I mean, you can say it a lot. It just doesn't change how it makes me feel.
It's the prestige. It's just like it's the build. It's the world championship. The prestige of the moment. The pressure. It's the pinnacle. It's the highest. It's the highest accomplishment a Rocket League player can achieve. And so, like, you can say, like, so they had 2 world championships back then, and now we have 1 world championship. So now the majors are kind of supplementing, like, filling in that gap. Like, it is, like, you can say all that, but it's the majors will never, ever surmount to what.
Well, they'll never be a world champion. You're not a world champion. I know in name. You're not
a world champion. Yeah,
but I'm just like talking about what is a greater accomplishment. Yeah, but I know that. Yeah, everybody agrees the world championship is a pinnacle, but the world championships now are a new tier of like event that by far eclipses anything that came before it. Like now you only have 1 worlds a year instead of 2. Back then it was 2 every year. Back then it was like just getting started, league play, whereas now it's open. Everything's just way more cutthroat, way more intense. The level's gone way up. Well, okay, this happens in lots of sports. This happens. I know this happened in basketball as well. It probably happens in all of the sports you guys watch. There's like the old era and then the new era. And when you look at the old era, the accolades matter, but the ones in the new era they do matter more. So that's why I hold majors in such high regard. They're just insanely difficult to win, and they're literally RLCS lands as well. So
I see.
When Chicago won LA Major, that to me felt like, okay, the one that he missed in season 7, now he's got it. That's how I felt when he won it. Chicago had lost season 7, Worlds, won in LA, and I thought that's amazing because he got the RLCS LAN win that he lost a few years ago.
Listen, you made your case. I can't buy it. I can't buy it.
I'm just saying that's my logic. That's my logic. I hold majors in very high regard.
Listen, I hear the logic. I hear it. I can't buy it though. I can't buy it.
I gotta walk out the store.
I don't want what you're selling.
I'm shopping at a different store.
I hear it, but I don't want what you're selling.
I can't, bro.
I'll tell you this though. Listen, you got the turn post number 5. Listen, how you feel about JDub's number 5? Feel good? All right, that's great.
No, JDub's number 5 is. That's hard to just. I don't know how you just justify that one. Like, give us the. Right, CJ's back now, so you can give us the JNAP's that number 5 explanation here, because this was going to be hard to prove. I feel.
JNAP's number 5. He's literally he is the greatest. He's in terms of longevity. He's number 1 for everybody. Yeah,
it's
from 2017 being the best player in North America. And so 23, 24 was the last time he made a major?
Wait.
Right?
You say he was the best player in North America from 2017 to 20?
No, I said in 2017 he was the best player in North America. And he was arguably the best player in North America many times over.
I see what you're saying.
Like after that, he's a 2-time land champion, E-League champion, LA major champion. He is a 2-time RLCS Worlds Grand Finalist. And he was doing it for 8 years running. Like, we talk about, like, Garrett, Justin longevity. Like, Naps is the longevity, bro.
I would say,
the longevity.
Garrett got started a year before JNAPS. Garrett was season 1. Garrett was literally season 1, though.
Okay, and Naps stayed at the highest longer than Garrett did.
Yeah, like 1 split longer. Or
what
something.
Split?
Yeah, 1 split. Like, if you switch Garrett and JNAPS, like you put Garrett on that G2 roster, I think that they're not like massively different. I don't think Garrett was washed in RLCS 2021-22. Like, they should have just made a roster move. They probably should have.
It was good, but
like they stuck together because they're friends.
He wasn't in the grand final though.
Yes, because Justin Garrett and Squishy stuck together way past their sell-by date.
Lands in 22, 23, and in 24. Like, this is longevity we talking about. Like, you want to talk about a player? He is the only player so far throughout the history of Rocket League who has been that good, that early, my bad. Season 3 we talking about. Best in North America. The knapsack. And then to consistently be that great from 2017 until 23, and he's still making lands at 24. He was still good at making lands at 24. They didn't do much, but he's still making lands at 24. Like in terms of actually falling, going down, climbing, going down, back down the mountain. I mean, come on, bruh.
Yeah,
come on, bruh.
He got started.
He's a 2-time major champion, 2-time RLCS world. He's made 2 RLCS Worlds finals. If we the only reason I don't have Dan Beast above him is because they haven't done it as long as him. Like, he is longevity. He is longevity.
No, that part I get. I'm not really trying to pick a bone with you over JNAPS. JNAPS over Daniel and Beast Mode, I don't really mind, but I feel like the logic isn't the same. You're not giving Garrett and Justin the same props, because it's not like Garrett was it's not like JNAPS was miles better than Garrett in our 2021-22 season.
Garrett and Justin had way better teams.
No, I'm talking specifically 2021-22 season base. But listen to what I'm saying. 2021-22 season, JNAPS and Chicago made the very smart move of picking up Atomic. They got a new player, and they did a lot better than they were doing before. Garrett and Justin did not. They kept Squishy. They probably should have got a new player, and I expect they would have had similar results to JNAPS in Chicago. I think they were all very close in level, and Garrett started way earlier. He was season 1. he was like RLCS, literally RLCS season 1. So you want to, I think you need to like go back and apply some longevity points to Garrett, some extra ones. That's what I would like to see.
The last land Garrett G won was in 2019. The last land that Naps won was in 2022.
Garrett was second in Stockholm though. The one before, the one that J-Naps won, Garrett was second.
Okay, I'm talking
so it's
about
not
winning.
like they're a totally different era of success. Like literally a few months earlier, he came second. It's very, very close.
He just doesn't have a world, mate. Like, and I understand you put him there. You love the longevity, but he just.
I mean, if he had a world championship, shoot, he'd be top 3.
It's Vatira argument. He could be up there, but he just.
Vatira's only been doing it for 3 seasons, 3 years, 3.5 years. Listen,
he gets more points on longevity.
Naps did it for 8.
He just
and you also got to think about it, man. Like you also got to think about the teams, man. Like I love that old G2 squad, bro. Like it's just like, but like, man, like what he did, like that man was the truth, man. Like Naps was the truth, man.
They didn't do like. I want to give J-Naps a little bit of credit for making lands with was it OG, right? With OG, he made lands. But they didn't do anything in those lands though. Like if you want to give him credit for that, you gotta like give way more credit to like Tarsos than you did earlier. Because OG did nothing at lands, he just showed up and lost and went home. Like that's not adding anything to J-Naps like argument in the slightest. The last thing he did was like worlds or what was it, top 6 in San Diego, maybe counts for something, or top 8 I think they got. Yeah, after Worlds 2022 he didn't really do anything that would like add anything to his GOAT argument, in my opinion. You're just getting 4th in North America.
I want to say with just moving to the Madrali at 5, a lot of people are not happy with that, and I'm kind of the opposite of Bates on this. Is J-Naps has gone for the longevity. I'm kind of going the opposite of longevity, but what more can a man do in 2 years of rock? This guy wins back-to-back EWCs, wins a world championship. He's a major winner as well. I'd say I don't have the numbers on this because I'm not a numbers guy, but I'd say in like LAN strike rate win percentage, he's probably number 1. Like in terms of like overall LAN finishing placement, like average placement of LAN, that's what I was trying to get to, is beyond ridiculous for 2 years of rock. So he loses longevity, but he's absolutely right up there. And has the mantle as well of people saying he's the best player in the world, which puts him right up there too. So he could not have done much more in 2 years, but he doesn't have longevity. But if a few more years, he can get right in there. He can get right amongst the top 4.
Listen, I made my J-Naps case, man. I think it's fine. Let's get number 4s out the way, man.
Wait. We'll do. I'll do ours. I'll save Dazarin's. He is on the right, so I need to do these ones. There we go. Great pick, CJ. Excellent choice. Oh, Dazarin. Go
Atomic.
Yeah, you can show mine too.
Oh, great pick by Dazarin as well. Phenomenal.
This guy goes turbo at 4, and I just feel like you've got Atomic above Turbo Pulsar.
Mm-hmm.
And it just irks me.
I know you're a big world. I know you're a big Worlds is all that matters guy. I know.
World champs.
I know Worlds is big.
Atomic's been great. Atomic's been greater for way longer than Turbo Pulsar was great. Like what we talking about, and also Atomic's been the best player in NA, and arguably one of the best players in the world, if not the best player in the world. Once again, multiple times over. Turbo Pulsar was never that.
Four. I mean, I just feel like that's end of discussion. Like Turbo can end any argument on any of these with 4 rings, 4 chips. I
still feel like hear me out. Atomic has open era worlds, which can only happen once a year. Turbo has 2, let's say 2 of his like closed era worlds. That's kind of similar. I'd take 2 of Turbo's closed era worlds over 1 Atomic open era worlds, just barely, but not by much, because it's only 1 a year now. And then he's also got 2 majors. And majors, like I keep saying, they're world championships. They're the old world championships.
Mostly outside the top
majors.
3 is disrespectful.
He's kind of like got 4 as
They're
well.
Not though. They're not. You can't. I don't think you can do that because
Mossie outside the top 3 is disrespectful, bro.
I understand.
I'm trying to help you out here.
He's top 5, bro.
What did he say?
Come on, man.
He said the atomic outside the top 3 is disrespectful. We've all gone before.
We've got it before, man. Like,
We've all gone before.
Tone it down, all right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Cause like to me, the top 3 are solidified. Like the top 3 solidified, man. Like it just is what it is.
For me, it's like
Listen, you got a
2
4-time world
and then a
champion outside
gap.
that.
I've got 2 and then a gap
Because
and then
the
a
world
bunch.
champ was never the best on his team, CJ. You gotta take that to account. It matters, CJ. That matters.
I mean, listen, that's an impressive 4 wins, not being the best on your team. I don't think anybody. I don't think anybody in the history of the RLCS is ever going to win 4 world championships by being the best, the worst, the middle, anything on their team.
I understand this is kind of like where we get different, right? Because we're talking about players, but then we're also talking about purely 3v3. I understand that the Turbo Pulse was never the most mechanical player, but this guy, it was the perfect 3v3 Rocket League player. This guy can sub in for a team and win worlds. This guy then goes back to back. He then moves to North America and wins his 4th with 2 guys that couldn't win. He taught Garrett and Justin how to win. They win BTS. They win.
Like, come on, they were pretty close to beating him one time.
He's the perfect 3v3 player. He's a 4-time world champ, and he does it when the pressure is highest. World championships is what everyone wants to win. You can win 11 majors. If you don't win worlds, that's the one that's going to keep you up at night.
No, come on. There's got to be a number, CJ.
There's got
to be a number.
I don't think there is.
There has to be a number for you, bro.
I don't think you're sitting there at the end of the day. I think you're sitting there in 10 years going, man, I wish I won 6 majors. No, you're thinking I'm a world champion.
That's just human nature, though.
Majors, you're going, I never won a Worlds. You're not thinking about the majors.
Wait, how you have a tier above Atomic, bro?
It's
the
pinnacle.
Yeah.
CJ, nobody cares about you and your Turbo Pulsar because, once again, y'all are delusional. Turbo Pulsar is an irrelevant thing because he simply wasn't the best on his team ever during the KG. I can understand he won a world championship.
Him doing it on 3 rosters proves that he's the perfect 3v3 player. He's a perfect teammate. He's won everyone
He's a
want to play
great 3v3 player. And that proves that he is a winner. That's where it stops. He wasn't the best on any of those teams, and you know that. That's why you refuse to say it. You can't say it with a straight face and say he's the best player on any of those teams. You won't say it. You can't say it.
What I'm saying is this guy was the perfect player.
Well,
he was the best individual.
Draymond Green's the perfect player.
This guy was the best.
CJ.
He elevated 3 rosters.
Draymond Green elevates the Warriors to 4 championships. Okay, that's
they
a great.
Had 5 players on the team and a bench, bro. Like,
yeah, but
CJ, he did it like
Draymond's done it with one rod. Like that's completely different. He's done it with Steph the entire time, whereas Turbo's done it with multiple. Like subbed in for a team. And
yes, but all you're saying, though, CJ, all you're saying is that he was better than Fireburner, who none of us put top 25. Like he joined Garrett and Justin, whose teammate was Fireburner. And they improved, but yes, it's not like if you replace
that was one of them.
If he came in and he replaced I don't know someone like Torment or Squishy and they got a Worlds, that would be different. But he replaced Fireburner and they won. So it's not like they were far off
and
before.
And then he won 3 others.
You're just looking at
he was and the other one he's playing with Devo, then he's playing with K-Dub. I just think that he played with the best player all the time.
Obviously, every world championship team, he's gonna have good teammates. No one literally 1v3s a world championship.
Teammates, CJ, I think you're underselling it. He had the best teammates. So you can't just undersell.
He literally had the best player in the world.
He's either the GOAT or you're saying he's the luckiest player of all time.
No, he's not lucky. He's a great player. He's a great player who the best players in the world wanted to play with because he knew how to get the job done. That's not taking anything away from him. That's complimenting him as a player. He's great, but at the same time, he was never the best on those teams. Devo was the best on that team. You know that. K-Dub was the best on those teams. You know that. Justin was the best on that team. You know that. Justin and Garrett were the best players. You know this. That's why you haven't said it.
Listen,
you know this is true.
Listen, there's other guys that are absolute problems on the ball, but this guy elevated this guy.
So my thing is too, take NRG's win for example, right? When NRG was making a roster move, they could have picked anybody from EU that they wanted. Why did they get Turbo?
They were probably not going to do that.
They could have K-Dub.
No, they couldn't. They can't get K-Dub.
K-Dub was significantly better than Turbo Pulsar, and so K-Dub wasn't leaving.
He was on Vitality as well. He's not leaving Vitality.
K-Dub was also on Vitality. K-Dub was a way better player than Turbo Pulsar. As an individual talent, he was highly sought for. Turbo crossed the pond because Turbo wasn't getting the same type of cachet. He didn't have the same type of rep as K-Dub did in EU. That's why he crossed the pond.
You know what? Like nobody's
that's
saying
fine.
it. I'm gonna say this, even though it makes my list look bad, because I don't really care if my list looks bad. I'm just gonna talk about players who did great things. But your argument should be, CJ, that he got a top 8 with Corrupted G in Classics and nearly beat.
Well, that's
Garrett
the same
and Justin.
argument. He 3 different rosters he
nearly beat
elevated.
them. That's you want to talk about roster elevated? That's I was waiting. That's why I'm waiting for you to talk about it. You didn't bring it up.
That is real.
You didn't bring it up. I'm gonna bring it
Rosters
up.
of all time, I'm putting him number 1. Randy Gibbons, River Rats. Don't worry about that. But listen, he just elevates players. He is the perfect 3v3 player, and he's the only guy that can say, "Guys, I'm a 4-time world champion."
That's
I'm a
great.
4-time world
Would
champion.
you put
with 3 different rosters.
Would you
There we
put
go.
Draymond Green above Stephen Curry?
It's a 3 different rosters. He doesn't. He didn't say, "Hey, Steph, come shoot threes."
Well, the Warriors.
Don't do the Draymond Green with turbo pulsar. How disrespectful.
No, it's
How
actually
disrespectful
as
to
hell.
the world champ.
No. Wait, time out. Does Steph Curry win NBA championships without Draymond Green?
That's an interesting question.
Okay, so,
I mean,
so
you
you're
would say
saying
yes.
Garrett and Justin win without turbo? Is that what you're saying?
No, you know what it is? Maybe.
'Cause
No,
they-
it is. No. I'll say. I
they
even respect Turbo more.
didn't,
I'll
and
say
then
it's
they
Dwayne
didn't
Wade.
win with
Wait, no.
Squishy.
Does LeBron
Okay.
James
Oh
James
my
went to Miami
God.
to play with Dwayne Wade because Dwayne Wade knew how to win?
And go to number 3. I don't need to hear this. I don't need to be NBA'd right now. I don't care.
Because, yeah, I mean, I'm just calling like it is. I'm just calling like it is.
I don't care. He's a 4-time. Let's see number 3.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
Well, first off, and then you distracted me, Kyle. I want to get on Johnny because Johnny has
Yep, there you go.
material
You
above
can
a
talk about
comic.
Well, let's do it.
Because Bates, I'll tell you why. Because
I don't wanna know
Matira,
why.
no,
I don't wanna know.
you've actually just been you've been telling us why the whole time in our Atomic versus Turbo Pulsar thing. Because Atomic, just like Turbo, for large parts of the success he's had in his career, has been the top 3 player in his team, 3rd best player in the team. He's
Three of those
playing
players
with,
entertaining.
he's playing with Daniel in Beast Mode. He's very good. He's an excellent threes player, just like Turbo. Very amazing adaptability. But outside of his LA Major win, he's like all of the wins he had with Daniel and Beast Mode. He's the 3rd best player.
Mossy could have been Mossy could have been a World's MVP.
Where? When? Which worlds?
He was the best player up until the final where Beast Mode took over.
Which one? This one?
The World Championship.
Oh, come on. Like, you're joking, right? Daniel was obviously the best player. There's no way. Like, Beast Mode was the best in the final. Daniel was the best player of that event. Like, the one that just happened, I had to ask because I don't know which one you could possibly be talking about. Daniel was obviously the best player. What are you on about?
Listen.
And then Beast Mode was second best. Atomic was third. Like, I'm just saying, yes, he won a lot. But
Listen, JB.
I value Vatira's wins a little bit more because he was better on those teams than Atomic was on his.
We can get into it. CJ's message saying he has to go somewhere. So let's get the picks out the way.
All right.
Let's get the picks out of the way. We'll come right back.
Let's
We'll
see.
be on this for a while.
Let's get the picks, and we can turn this whole stream into a Johnny T-Back discussion,
Monkey
guys.
Moon
Man,
at 3. See, that's what I'm talking about. You're not making no sense. There's no way Turbo Pulsar is above Monkey Moon. There's no way you're rating a year.
What is going on right now? Why is Monkey Moon at
This dude-
3?
What?
Yeah, dude, you're rating. What? You're rating.
What?
No, just
Two
keep
time?
going. Put them all down, bro. Put them all down, though. Put all the picks down. CJ.
What is going on?
Appreciate all the picks. Just put 2s, put in the 1s, and then listen. We'll let CJ do his list.
Yeah.
And then,
right. So we all have Monkey Moon at
yeah.
1, where he should be, except CJ.
The 4-time world champ.
There's more
You
to
gotta
Rocket
win
League than
Worlds,
Worlds,
ladies and
bro.
gents.
There's more to Rocket League than
Trade-off.
Worlds.
2 different rosters.
No.
3-time. Turbo
winning a
Pulsar.
world champ. Would you not?
4-time world champion. That is where it matters. When Monkey Moon sits back, he's going to go, you know what? Fair enough. Turbo won 4. Couldn't quite get the job. Maybe he wins some more. Who knows? Maybe Monkey Moon does become the GOAT. Maybe he wins a couple more. But you got to win world championships.
CJ.
That is the pinnacle
CJ,
of this
CJ,
esport. We're doing
CJ, answer
RLCS.
this.
We're talking
CJ,
3v3, guys.
CJ, answer this. This is basic math. This is basic math, CJ. Do you have a higher chance of winning something if it happens once a year or twice a year?
Twice a year.
Yeah, exactly. And there was 2 world championships back then. That's why he's
What
got
would
4.
the
And he
ratio
was
be
on-
there? What would the
There were other
ratio be?
lands. This is
CJ,
He
what would
was
the
on- he was
ratio
on
be
the
of
best
difficulty?
team
Double
in
almost.
the game for a year and a half, and that's when he won those world championships. He won 3 of them in that year and a half span.
No, he's done well. He's done well. He's done very well in that year.
Listen, Monkey Moon's won 2 worlds, and you wanted to, you're like, everybody will keep
Over
bringing
a
up different
3-year
rosters.
span.
different rosters, two worlds. Overall, it is technically a 2 year span.
I'll say
3 seasons.
I
2 year
think
span.
I think Monkey Moon, K-Dop are right there with each other. I was flip flopping. I was snip
Yeah,
snapping.
they're 1
but you
and 2.
ain't taking Turbo
They're 1
from
and
one.
2, bro.
You ain't. No,
They are, but K-Dop's always been greater than Turbo. I'm sorry, he's always been greater.
He's the GOAT of Rocket
K-Dop's
League. He's the
always- no,
4-time world
K-Dop's
champ.
always
Three
been
different
better.
Always
rosters,
been better.
2 different regions.
K-Dop's always been better than Turbo Pulsar. That's just
When they
like
teamed
you're
together,
denying
K-Dop was the best
reality.
player on the team. K-Dop won
K-Dop
6
was the
Worlds
best
finals,
player on the
back to
team,
back
bro.
to back to back to back to back. He literally made Worlds final 6 times in a row. Won every EU first seed. I don't know how many seasons. Won our LCS season
Hey,
X.
well done. He won
qualified
3,
for
but Turbo won 4.
Yeah, but there's more to like Rocket League than just the World Championship, CJ. There's much more. And
What's the Turbo K-Dop head to head in
Well, like-
finals?
yeah, I know Turbo's got the wins on him in finals. He got carried by Devo, carried by Justin.
So when the pressure's at its highest,
Yeah.
when Turbo's sitting across from K-Dop, they're looking at each other and say, let's dance. This is the pinnacle of this esport.
Yep.
I'll see you after 7 games.
Game
Who
7,
came out on top every
game 7
single
twice,
time?
1 goal twice, and
It's your boy Turbo
Turbo's got
Pulsar,
the best player
4-time world champ.
on his team the whole time. Best player in the world on his team,
Run
and he
the
still
poll.
only wins by 1 goal.
Run the poll. 4-time world champ.
4-time
But look,
world champ.
I understand. I think Monkey Moon could be 2.
Oh, did somebody
But-
else? Okay, there's already a poll. Hold on. I don't need to make one.
There's just no way Damar's trash hitting trash delicious win.
Am I gonna win?
But then also,
I never win. What?
you got to think about this though, because Damar just sits in the background. Damar just sits in the background and saying,
There's no way. What?
All right,
He's
listen,
so
I've got to
happy.
bounce. I appreciate you all. This was fantastic, but I do have to run. You guys can please debate, but I'm
thank you,
standing my
CJ.
ground on that, so you don't have to ask me any more questions. 4-time is the
Oh,
goat. Thank you all
we'll
for-
grill you later on this. Don't you worry. You're not
Grill
scared.
me-
They're going to
grill
get you
me
on
later
first
on.
touch and grill you about your list. But yeah, thanks for
All
coming.
right, get me on. I'm happy to debate all day long. All right, I love you
All
all.
right, see you,
Peace.
CJ.
Enjoy your day.
Goodbye.
your list is terrible.
Dazzard's dominating. Is this your first poll?
Look at that. I think they're voting for you more now. Just because you're making all this day. Why are you looking like you're about to cry, bro? Is this like actually a happy moment for you?
Is this your first?
I'm so happy.
Your first
This
poll?
will be my first win.
No way. Wait, T-Bits, have you ever won one? I think you have, right?
I've won many.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Yeah, I've won
I've won
a
many.
couple. I think Yumi's won a couple of CJ. Wow, I didn't realize this is your debut poll win. Well done.
On an all-time list. That's pretty good.
That's the best, the greatest list of all time, and you've won it.
It's just amazing.
This
how
is like
bad
the
your list
Open
is.
Era World Championship of lists, and you've won it. So congratulations.
Yeah, it's something.
Chat, thank
it's,
you.
It's something. All
Thank
right.
you,
But
chat. Thank you.
I'll tell you something. Coming in
He's got-
today, I knew you would all hate my list. I looked at my list. I was like, you guys are not going to like this. But
I mean, I knew my list was gonna be
sometimes
great.
it's the truth that stings
I
the
am
most.
missing one player.
Sometimes it's the things you don't want to hear that you need to hear. That's why I ignored all desires I had of winning the poll.
I missed
And
one
I
player
went for
though.
the truth.
I can't believe I missed him. I can't believe I missed him. Seiko should definitely be on my list. I can't believe I missed
Whoa,
him. I
you
looked over this
you forgot
like 3 times.
Seiko. Oh,
Yeah, I
sorry.
looked
I
over this like 3
clicked on
times.
something.
Yeah, so Devo will get knocked off, and then Seiko will be on there somewhere.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was
Seiko
going to say Seiko should be
Seiko
way
will
up.
probably be like. Yeah, Seiko will probably be like
Seiko's probably
18.
be about 16, 17, I'd say, where all the rest of us had it.
Yeah, 18, 17.
Like Monkey
Mine
Man,
might
okay,
be a
Monkey
little
Man's in chat saying
refresh.
extra should be in this. I actually thought about that quite a lot, Monkey Man, because
I did a
extra
little bit too.
did a lot. But I unfortunately just couldn't. Yeah, I mean, as you might have noticed throughout my whole thing, I really rate a player a lot if they're the best player on a team that's winning. And extra always had Monkey Man on his team, which kind of hurt his GOAT argument for me. He did better than Rise. I think they were the same. Like, I think Seiko, Monkey Man, Seiko, extra. Like, that was the order for me. And then it was, well, actually, extra was above Mark, but that was online. Here's one for you. I think if there was no COVID, I think there's no pandemic, extra would be in this like easily. They would have won so much, but that's an if. So
See, how is Damar one? Let's go back to Damar's list for a second, bro. This dude, Cloud9 is a top 3 team of all time.
I don't mind. I don't think. Do you know how he's won?
And
I
he
don't
does
think he's
not have
done
a single
anything.
one of them above 15. He doesn't have Gimmick on his list. He has Radosin in there, and then he has First Killer in there, who hasn't won anything. I love FK.
I think
He's
it's a
got
decent list. I think it's
Torstos
alright.
in there, and then he's got beast mode Dan so low that it's embarrassing.
No, Beast Mode Daniel are pretty
I mean,
accurate. I
you
think
have
it's all like
Yan
pretty
on your
close
list. You have like
to-
JNAPs at like 5. Like,
And I was at 5.
yours are just like all over the place. To be
Mine
honest,
makes-
to be honest, I won because mine was the least crazy.
It's
That's
very,
really
you've got
what
a
it
very
was.
agreeable list. I'm going through it right now, and I'm like, okay, the farthest away that any of your picks are from where I put a player, outside of the ones at the bottom, because they're kind of the throwaways, 20 through 25. Everyone else, like from JNAPs above, is like within 3 or 4 of where I would put them. So they're very agreeable. With like,
Yeah.
you're not super far off like any
I'm just
pick.
mind blown that somehow, some way, Massimo's been being disrespected like this. How is he not a universal number 2 on these lists? And then on top of that, Vatira is above Atomic on that dang left hand side,
Yes.
bro. And
Yes, bro.
I just like I can't get over that.
But I remember the start of the stream. You said during your criteria that being the best player in a team is a big deal for you, and I thought, okay, maybe we're gonna have a little bit of synergy here because Vatira was the best player in his team for the first like 3 seasons. This is the first season when he teamed with Drally that he's not the best player in the team anymore. Every other season he's been the best player in the team, winning. Atomic's like been the best player in the team for what, the JNAP Chicago season that they did well. Then they did badly for a season, and now he's the worst player in the team 2 years in a row. So I thought you were I thought you were gonna like take his accolades down a little bit because he's like been the 3rd best on the team.
But see, like they're weird though because he's
Still
like
really,
interchangeable.
he's really good. 3rd best isn't like bad. It's like
But no,
sometimes
they're,
all
like,
you need to be.
interchangeable, though.
It's sometimes all you need to be. but-
Like this year, I would say consistently, he's probably been the best. Him and Dan.
Well, online, he
And,
was
like,
probably maybe the best. It was close though, but Daniel and Lan has been their best player every single LAN.
Like him and Dan have been really, really good. Like Beast, honestly, up to Beast standards, has been less than what it usually is.
But on
Like,
LAN space, this season, Daniel's been the best player on LAN by far, in my opinion, for energy. And last season, Beast Mode was the best player by far. Atomic's been like solid. He's been everything he has to be. But like, if we're talking greatest, it's like being the Monkey Moon, the Vatira, the Zen, the guy who shows up and dominates everyone. And he's like, everybody says, okay, fair enough, you're the best player in the world. That's never happened for Atomic in his career. So he can't really stack up compared to
What are you talking
the
about?
Monkey Moon Cicada Ops.
Oh man, individual domination. Mossy's done that many times over, bro.
There's never been a moment in Rocket League history where everybody said, okay, fair enough, he's the best. He's the best player. He's been one of the best, but he's never been like the unanimous best.
Unanimous best is so fluky because the only person who's unanimously been the best, well, there's only been 2. No,
I think there's been 10. I made a video about it. I've got 10.
no. I was talking about, yeah, but I'm talking about recently.
Oh,
So,
recently
even
Zen
Monkey Moon
Rally.
hasn't been. Even Monkey Moon has never been called unanimously the best.
Oh, yes, he has. Stockholm,
When
Monkey Moon, best player. Come on. Like when Stockholm happened, everybody said, okay, fair enough. You know what? This guy's
Okay,
the
you're
best
talking like
player.
unanimously the best after an event.
No, I just mean
Unanimously
like
the best for like a period of time.
just a moment in history where everybody says, yeah, that's the best player, and there's no other take. Literally, like when Monkey Moon and BDS won Stockholm, no one else was in the best in the world conversation. It was Monkey Moon.
Okay,
and
so
then a
what
gap.
about LA 2022 though, when Atomic dominated?
Atomic, you got Vatira's in the convo at that point.
Atomic
Monkey Moon
dominated
is
that
still
whole entire
very
event.
much like very close to
Atomic
Stockholm.
dominated that whole entire event. Like you want to talk about domination? You want to talk about probably arguably the most dominant event of a person for that whole entire year?
Dominant in what way though? How did he dominate? Because I did look into
He
this and he
absolutely
didn't.
slammed. Like in terms of impact on the field, like that was dominant.
But what
Like you're saying like Vatira was one of the best. Rise had like 50 something goals in that land.
Yes, that's right. Vatira and Rise and Monkey Moon all had a claim to best in the world at the same time as Atomic won LA. There was a conversation, and there wasn't a conversation when Monkey Moon won Stockholm. He was just the best. Like that's the difference.
I thought there was conversation like Seiko and Atomic still and stuff like that, but
Seiko was falling out of the conversation because he'd just come off of 2 bad lands in a row, so he wasn't really in the convo anymore. He was in the convo when they won a couple of regionals in EU, but I mean, Atomic was close. He was in the conversation for best in the world, but he's never been the best in the world, I think.
man, the best in the world. Like the way you're saying the, I interpret it as like for a duration of time. And
Well, just
to
like
me,
Coxer,
I just,
Devo,
That's what that- yeah, but
Justin.
like, yeah, like, they were like-
he's not in that like tier of like greatness in terms of this was the best player in the world. He's in the next tier who's been in the conversation, but he's never been the guy. Like he's never been the guy like Justin, Zen, Drally was last year, Monkey Moon, Vatira.
I think
These guys have all been the guy. K-Dot been the guy. Devo. Cox. Kornovi for about 2 weeks after launch, he was a guy. Like there's
Masi's been that guy, man. He was NA MVP.
But not at the same level. Surely you can say it's not the same level. Not by
I mean, what you're talking
margin.
about, I just feel like if that's if what you're talking about to me, then it's only 2 people
who are they?
Have reached that open era, and it's Zen and Vatira.
Yeah. I'd say Monkey Man as well after Salcom.
I just don't think Monkey's like that. Like where it's like 3, 4, 5 month period where like that's the guy. Like nine terms of like winning, because Monkey Moon's the guy in terms of winning, but in terms of like the best player in the game, Zen had that, and Vatira's had that. Like even this Drolly thing, I was always confused with that because the Drolly thing I understand.
Now, Monkey Moon was always like the player that elevated every time a world championship came around.
Yeah,
like even going into this one, it was like, oh, world's Monkey Moon, watch out.
Like quick pause.
But we're talking about like we're talking about just like.
You can see Monkey Man in chat, by the way. He's just like slamming the haters. I love it. Like somebody says, never forget the first time Monkey Man played in front of a crowd and got swept, and then he says, never. And the second time I was world champion.
So like, I don't
love that.
know. I just feel like but still, like even the Vatira above Atomic's just like it's just disrespectful. It's
just like the way that I see
think
things.
you got Vatira above a lot of people.
I've realized based on this stream that I value majors a lot more than all of you guys, but especially more than T-Bates. And I value I think if a player has had any stint as being unanimous best player in the world, that is greatness. That's like probably the hardest thing to achieve in Rocket League. It's even harder than winning worlds, is getting everybody to agree that you're the best player. And Vatira did that.
Winning world championship is definitely harder than being the best player. Right?
There are more people, there are more players who have won the world championship over the years, much, much more than players who have got everybody to agree they're the best player.
Because being the best player is a subjective thing. Winning a world championship is an objective thing. And it's harder to do an objective thing than a subjective thing. Like what? Because
what makes it so impressive when somebody does it. It's so hard to do because you have to change people's opinions who don't even like you, and you have to change their minds when they're biased against you, and they're still agreeing that, okay, fair enough, yeah, you're the best. Like that's what everybody had to do with Vatira, because he came in the scene this like arrogant on Twitter, tweeting about how he's the GOAT before he like really does anything, and then he actually became the best player, and everybody said, fair enough, I didn't really like this Vatira guy, but he's won me over because I can't hate success. Like that's why it's so impressive to me when somebody can convince the whole scene that they're the best player. That's why I value that. I think more than you guys.
I think you do, man. Listen, that's the top 25 list. DeMar's got his list of even though you got all like the old heads, but once again, then you disrespect Cloud9. But he disrespects Cloud9 out the wazoo though, and with the old head thing, so it doesn't really add up. He does, because if you're going to talk about he does, because if he's doing the old heads, then Squishy has to be in the top 10.
If like you have Gimmick 26, then we're literally one placement off on Cloud9.
No, he doesn't have a Gimmick
across the board. Though. Yeah, if he did though, we'd be the same.
And also, you're disrespecting Cloud9 too, though. Like you're too low on Cloud9 as well.
I really don't think so. I mean, I just don't think those lands that they won were anywhere near the same level as majors now. That's basically my whole thing. Is I was at a lot of those lands. I watched all of those lands. And they were kind of throwaway lines. They were not impactful to your RLCS career. Whereas if you lose a major now, it's like the end. This is terrible. This is like why we're all playing. The lines back then were great, and I wish we had more of those in the scene. It's good that we have like esports World Cups and FIFA E now, so we have something else. But they weren't. I don't know. They weren't the same as RLCS. RLCS was just the thing everybody played for.
Oh man. That's the list. Like I said, I looked over this. I actually worked on this for a long time. But then I should have checked it one more time. Forgot Seiko. Devo will be knocked off the list. Seiko will.
Where would he land? Where would Seiko land?
Let me see. Seiko will probably be about 17. Moot Torment on them. Nah. Seiko's gonna be above Fairy. He's gonna be 18. But yeah, that's what I would do. That's what I would do.
I'm happy with my list. I wouldn't change anything. You all hate it. I'm not changing it.
I think I would move some stuff around on mine. Like looking back Like I'll probably have extra in. Maybe do an extra Redosa swap.
You know what? I want to say one more thing before we go. I can't believe the what do you call it? The Twins getting discredited as much as they are when they've had pretty much the exact same timeline as Daniel and Beast Mode. The exact same. Like
but see, Daniel and Beast Mode are world champions, and they also I
have Daniel and Beast Mode above
finals.
the Twins. For the record, as you can see, I have Daniel and Beast Mode above the Twins. Yeah, but it should be like
significant because we have an RCS world championship.
But their timeline is so similar. Like they've won very, very similar events, and then the world championship that just happened is the one that like separates them. It's like a big swing because it's the two teams playing against each other. But I think you guys chat as well. You guys can't all like pretend that you all didn't do this. When I put the Twins at 2019, everybody's like, "What?" And then like apparently Daniel and Beast Mode are too low. They've had very similar careers. And Falcons and NRG have been very similar, which NRG are now sticking together and Falcons are not. So
that's Banana Head saying I missed them on his list.
They continue. the Twins have done comparable to Beast Mode and Daniel in 2 years. It's not like worlds apart. It literally is worlds apart by definition with Leon, but I don't think it's like a huge canyon between them.
Exactly. Monkey Moon says J-Nabs is a bit low as well. That's all right. He is a bit low for all y'all. It's disrespectful. It's top 10 player all time.
17, 18, I'm 15. I could maybe put J-Naps. The highest I could think about putting him is like 12. I could maybe rationalize putting him over Daniel. He's not over Violent Panda though. I couldn't put him above Violent Panda. But yeah, he's pretty close to Squishy Cucks and Dan, in my opinion.
Listen, that's the list, man. That's the list. Top 25 all time. We'll do another one of these in 5 years.
Yeah, 5-10 years.
At that point, when Atomic's got Atomic Beast and Dan got about 3 rings. Monkey Moon, how you have another one as well, maybe. At that point, listen, Turbo Post will be down to 10.
Who do you think the GOAT will be? Like, okay, so the consensus GOAT is Monkey Moon. CJ, I don't know what CJ's doing, but everybody thinks Monkey Moon. Last thing before we go, who is gonna be the GOAT after 2 more seasons?
It's gonna be Atomic, Daniel, or Beast Mode.
Pick one. Who do you think it's gonna be?
Oh, after 2 more seasons?
2 more seasons. Who's the GOAT? Who do you guys think, chat?
Oh well.
It's gonna be Atomic, Daniel, or Beast Mode. They're all really good. I don't know which one's gonna outperform the other. No.
Honestly, Bates might not be that far off.
I think it's really.
I think I'm with Atomic, kind of.
If they team together, I don't see how Beast Mode or Daniel could surpass him. He's got such a head start, so it's hard for them. Even though I think they're going to do more, they're not going to do that much more to pass him. So it would probably be Atomic if they keep winning.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but then I mean, they're all really good.
But also, how I feel about teams this season, like I feel like they could do it again.
I think it could very well be 2 years. The player who's like got the best upward trajectory right now for me is Drally. So I think it could be Drally if he keeps going the way he's going. Like if everybody keeps moving at the same speed as they are, Drally is the GOAT in 2 years because he's moving up pretty quick.
That's the $30,000 a month question, ain't it? Ain't it? Because he had the K Corp super team and now he's got the paycheck super team.
I mean, he's still racking up a lot. Like last year, it's not like he didn't do anything. Won a major, won EWC.
He did win a major, yeah.
Top 4 worlds, multiple like EU first seeds, FIFA E. Has he got any chance of that? Nah, unfortunately. Oh well, rip FIFA. But anyway. That was the top 25 all time. We want to see all of your guys' lists as well online. You can tweet them at us. You can send them to First Touch or Talkcast, and we'll let you know how we think you've done. Yeah, this is really difficult. It was really hard. I want to see other people try. See, because I feel like we're all. Let's just gas ourselves up a little bit. I feel like we've set a high bar here sometimes. And we need to recruit a real stinker, someone who's going to come in here and just mess up every single pick. Because sometimes we have like maybe 2 or 3 picks each that we don't agree on, but like we need somebody who sucks at this, who could just come in and just do the worst job ever and make us all look good. But anyway, leave us your list and we'll see if we can recruit anybody.
Whoa! Why's Monkey saying Steph saying he's getting on? Whoa, Monkey! Listen, Steph got another ring in him. That means you got another ring in you too. Listen, Steph Curry can get another ring in you, Monkey. You got one more in you. You get another one. You know you can get another one, Evan. And I'll tee you up. You can get another one, Coach.
He's got a good team. Got a good team.
Yeah, you can get another
Does
one.
have a good
He
team.
actually could get another
he
one.
does have a good
He's
team.
on a team that could literally win another one. That's the scary part. All right, guys. Thanks for coming on. Thanks as well to CJ. I'm off actually to holiday for like 2.5 weeks. RLCS is back before I'm back, so you guys have fun with that, and I'll be back soon. But yeah, Bates, Daz, thanks for joining again. And let me.
Of course.
I need to find. Oh no, I've lost the scene. This is a new scene set up. Sorry, guys. I need to find where this is. It's probably going to say starting soon again. All right, found it. There it is. Bye, everybody.